Can we play among the stars? I've been thinking of you lately. Took control over my heart. You say that you needed space. Atmosphere was in my arms. When I look up at your face, the reflection shows the scars. So I'll fly you to the moon, where we float among the stars. Darkest ocean, never know, but the lights come from afar. I wish this would never end. I've been trying to pretend something's wrong in this within. The reflection seems to...
Yo, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to Game Season Live. It is I, and I am him, joined once again, like the good old days, by the one, the only, Francis Lee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm figuring out the mirrored camera right now. I was pointing this way because on mine you're this way, and it was going the other way.
I've learned it by now. I'm like, all right, I got it.
I got it on
good. Point.
You're good at that.
You over
Listen.
You
but
over
anyway,
there.
Good evening, guys. Good evening, chat. What's up? Y'all ready for a game?
Ready for a little ball of the game, as they like to say, as stepping up to the plate is Gunnar Henderson. And this is it for the O's, man. They don't the O's don't do their thing today. That's it for the O's. No more birdies. Their wings are looking to be clipped tonight by the Rangers. As the first pitch from Nate is outside, 1-0.
Uh-oh.
And Mac, what's going on, my guy? Matthew, Chris, Shane, McNeil, Anthony Garcia, M. Stone, Tim, Lois Simmons, and all the Simmons that are out there. How you doing? 1-0's outside, 2-0.
Ooh.
2-0 on good old Gunnar Henderson. Likely rookie of the year this season.
Yeah, we're probably looking at the rookie of the year, guys.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, well deserved.
That's a fair statement to make.
Well deserved. Let me pull this out.
Right to center field. Leote.
One away.
Makes the catch. One away. Smacky to likey. Hitty to subby. Andrew, what's going on, brother? How you doing, fam? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing good. I was running around like a chicken with no head to get here on time. I literally sent Francis this link to join about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, just about.
Cutting it close, man. You know what it really was? I got home. It's a late game, and I had to make one of those decisions. As the pitcher's a call strike to Adley, I said, do I eat the ball right now? Or do I wait to eat the ball too late? And I said, you know what? A ball at like 11 plus o'clock is not a good idea. So I decided really quick, make the ball and get ready for business.
I don't blame you. Good call.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was a good call I made. It just took me a little later to get everything going, man. But it is what it is. What are you going to do?
You never know. You really never know, with these playoff games. Remember, yesterday, things got a little bit dicey.
Look at yesterday's game.
Could have been a tie game, and we could have been getting extra innings. You never know.
Game took 100 years to complete because these commercials are 15 minutes each. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Count is 0-2 on Adley Rushman. Pitch from Nate is inside, 1-2. So Houston, I didn't even notice that. Houston won game 1 and game 3 in pretty big fashion.
Game 3, yeah. Minnesota, I watched that. Sonny just, I don't want to say Sonny didn't have it, man, because he was throwing sharp.
Struck him out.
He was throwing sharp breaking pitches, but the Astros seemed to be like right on it. Like they were just sitting on off speed all day.
Wow. He
gave up 2 home runs, 1 on the sweeper, 1 on the changeup. And yeah, he just wasn't missing many bats with the breaking stuff. So
I tell you what,
tough outing.
I don't know if you saw him without his hat on. My man needs to just go bald already.
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately,
he got the Hulk Hogan. He literally got the Hulk Hogan. I'm like, bro, that don't fit you. There's a base hit from Santander.
Unfortunately, I did see him with the hat off right when he came off, and I said, "Eee."
Yeah, bro, that was one of the. I'm like, bro, you a ball player, you making some money, get some plugs or something, fam. What we doing over here?
I'm just like the cameramen have no
shame,
no mercy. They just right on it. They know that the angle looks terrible. Yeah, they
zoomed in.
They said, "Get a look at this cranium here."
Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this shit this guy got in his head.
They said to get a load of this. Nah,
my man's going full Hulk Hogan, looking nothing like Hulk Hogan. Only Hulk Hogan could really pull that whole style off.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he's the only one that made it work forever with the bandana.
Facts.
And we knew he was bald under the bandana, but it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. Nah, it's Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, man.
Count is 0-1 on Mountcastle. Runner on first base, 2 away. I'll be honest. I'm kind of happy I'm sitting down for a little while. My goodness. M. Stone. What's up, brother? Eric, my guy.
I don't.
Hirsch.
Hirsch,
the legendary one.
Hirsch is early tonight. Well, actually, we're starting later tonight, right? 8:00 start. So.
Yeah. The 8:00 start time today for good old Game Tree. Game Tree locked and loaded, folks.
So what are our predictions? Who do you got tonight, Pete?
I got Texas. Texas wrapping it up. Yeah, they clip into wings. And Baltimore's done. That's it. This is the end of the road. Hey, struck him out. High heat, back-to-back A's.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Eovaldi's really tough to solve in a closeout game, let alone on the road. And I think this is the end for old Baltimore. But I'll save all the praise for them for the end of the game on their season and stuff like that. We still got a game to call. Let's see what happens. Yeah,
you never know. As Pop Simonetti has said before, stranger things have happened. So you never know.
Hey, Minnesota had a couple opportunities to get back in today's game. I mean, Royce Lewis came up at one point with the bases loaded. He just struck out, and he hit 4 grand slams this year?
Yeah, he had a good year, and then a good postseason too.
Yeah, he's the one that you wanted in that moment, but Javier was able to get him on a. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, looking at the replay, he was nowhere near that slider in the dirt, but got the job done. Got in the chase.
Big prediction right there from M-Mac. He goes, this goes 5. Wow, that'll be interesting to see it go back to Baltimore.
Oof.
That would be very interesting.
That's a big prediction because Baltimore taking both on the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I truly believe it is over for Baltimore. I don't know. This series right here just has that feel to it where it's just in this current situation, it's like a mismatch.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that Baltimore is bad. I just think Baltimore needs that experience. They got a lot of young players on this team. And whatever Bochy got Texas on right now, he ain't playing. Like, this team look like they're playing with a real chip on their shoulder.
Yeah. No, they're ready. They're ready for sure. They're hitting. The defense has been, as solid as can be. The pitching has been phenomenal. I mean, we said it, this is their first home game, and it's, the third game of this series, but they've played, this is the 5th game they're playing postseason. This is the first time they play at home. And they've been road warriors so far, 4-0 on the road. So that's one way that's one way to start the postseason. You think about it, that gives you a lot of freaking confidence. So
yeah, no doubt about it.
It would be weird to see them get their first loss in front of their home fans. That's why it's hard for me to think they don't pull it out tonight.
Yep, and you see that same lineup. It's typically, you know what you're getting with Texas lineup. That's the one thing that Bochy does very well. As Dean Kremer is going to be on the mound. I guess Dean Kremer.
Yeah, Dean Kremer.
Dean Kremer on the mound today. He did also, as Hirsch said, he pitched for Team Israel in the WBC. And, of course, prayers to everybody in Israel. And, of course, another Middle East conflict going on, unfortunately. As the pitch is outside, 1-0. Nicholas Nunez, what's going on, my guy? Alviso. I love that name. Alviso.
I'm using a new app today.
Okay.
So, just so that I'm not as behind, but I'm still behind. You can't make it up, man.
Come to MLB TV. That's the way to go. MLB TV providers, bada bing, bada boomski. Smacky the likey, hitty the subby,
You know what? I should probably see if that's a thing.
And the count is 2-1.
Let me look into it because my MLB TV's been acting up. Well, you said something about providers, so that's
you got to put the provider in and all that nonsense.
Yeah, that's something I've not done ever.
Which is really annoying
on the commercial break.
Which is really annoying because that's it's annoying. You got to have 400 different things to watch a game.
Yeah, I mean, fans have been complaining about that. I mean, more so this season, but last season too.
And all they do is just add more.
I was going to say, unfortunately, it's not going anywhere. If anything, it's going to get worse, right?
It's going to get worse. This one has popped up because I think there's one away. I believe you're going to have YouTube start getting games now, and it's just going to keep piling up.
Yeah. Well, YouTube, what's it called? Not YouTube. HBO Max announced that they locked a deal in with the NBA. They're going to be getting some NBA games this season, as
Holy
well
shit.
as the brand spanking new in-season tournament. So
wow,
it's not going anywhere. It's football, it's baseball, it's the way of the world now, guys.
Yep. Felix Nunez, what's up, brother? Dane, the great Dane of NYYU, is in the chat. The legendary one, as I like to call him. Still waiting to give that big son of a bitch a hug, but I'll wait till April 20th. That's all right. Maybe sooner, Dane. Maybe we'll meet up sooner. Who knows?
Yeah, never know.
Who knows? Is Corey Seager count as 0-1? Nothing ball game. Bottom one. Pitch from Kremer is inside.
It's interesting, Kremer with his ties to Israel. They asked him, how is he feeling with everything currently going on over there, and he said he's still planning to pitch tonight, but obviously it was going to be in the back of his mind as he has family over there.
1-0 Texas.
Woo!
As Seager goes jack job to right, goes down after it, golfs it out. And there we go. 1-0 Texas. And that stadium, you're not going to find an empty seat. Let me tell you right now.
That got out in a hurry.
1-0, an absolute bullet to right field. And just like that, folks, Texas up 1-0 and putting the birds back in the cage and going, enough is enough. No more chirping, damn it.
I mean, you talk about no doubter. Right?
Off the bat, he just put his head down and ran.
No, I mean, do you remember the camera angle?
Oh, yeah.
It just immediately showed seats.
Yeah. It was like, once the ball was hit, don't follow it. Just show the seats, you know where it's going.
There was no field. There was no field in view.
It's just exactly where it's going. No worries.
Yeah.
The thing about Corey Seager that I gotta give a tip of my hat to is I always knew he was good. I didn't know he was as good as he is, 1, and 2, he is the definition of a ball player.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you watch Corey Seager play, and he never stops hustling. I didn't see him enough to know all that, but he's a phenomenal player.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. Complete player.
Oh, no doubt. As that one is outside, count as 1 and 2 on Mitch Garver, who, of course, in game 2 had the big grand slam.
Yeah. Well, if you are Texas, that's what you want. Jump out to an early lead, put your pressure on them right from the jump. And I mean that you keep not, ticking away as the game goes on. Before you know it, you're on to the ALCS just like that.
Yep. And Houston gets closer again to, what is it, their 7th in a row? Is something like that? Popped up. And that should be the second out. Rutschman makes the catch to away. Is it their 7th ALCS? In a row?
Let's see. 23, 22, 21, 20 was them and Tampa Bay. 19 was them and us. 18 was them and Boston. 17 was them and us.
I think it's 7 years, right? This would be the 7th?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the chat. Tabor Talk says, yes, 7 in a row for Houston. Unbelievable. 7 in a row to the ALCS.
Yeah, that's something. Wow.
Yep. 0-1 on Adolis Garcia, who I am still waiting to see him hit a bomb this postseason.
He's saving it for Houston.
Could be. I hope he is. I hope he is. Save as many as you want for Houston. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. He had 39 bombs on the season, 3 for 10 so far in the ALDS. Takes a timeout. It's got to be tough for. I wonder. I don't. None of us know what Dean Kremer is going through right now, but to clear your mind and pitch such a big game as there's a base hit the center field. You really wonder how much it could be affecting his start, or if it's something that he could utilize to keep his mind off for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely got to be a tough situation for him.
Yeah, it's always interesting when an athlete is caught in a situation like this because you never know. Everybody responds so differently.
Yeah.
So you don't know if this could be one of those things he's motivating himself with today, or is it something that is like really weighing on him.
Yeah, because most people aren't going to say, I'm not going to start this game or,
Yeah.
I'm not taking the ball.
Yeah. Biggest start of his young career easily.
Easy.
So it's hard. Like, I'm sure there's those out there that would probably say, well, maybe he should have not started or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. That's easy to say. You're talking about a kid who's worked his butt off to get to where he is. And he's been with the Orioles a little while.
Yeah. As that's going to be a base hit to left field. And Evan Carter continues his red hot hitting. And that's going to bring Jonah Heim up with first and second, 2 away. And the Orioles are flirting with absolute disaster here in the bottom of the first inning.
Early on, yeah.
As you see that pitch, does the right thing, just takes it to left field easily, drops a single in there.
Yep.
And it's first and second Texas. And, they have their foot on the gas. And they're just trying to easily finish off this sweep of Baltimore.
Yeah, it's so nice, see hitters going with pitches, regular level swings, not uppercutting at everything. And
like the Yankees?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
is that those New York Yankees they talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just nice. It's just nice to see, hitters, you know what I mean? Hitters doing hitter things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice. Didn't get to watch it much this year.
Yep. 1-0 is high. Count is 2-0. Nicholas says, Pete, Dan Rourke shouted you out today on his show. You guys should do a collab. Dan Rourke is a friend. We chat every now and then on Twitter. Good guy. I like Dan.
Look at that.
I always
Shouts
say the
shouts out to Dan.
2 biggest Judge fans I know are Dan Rourke and my pops. my you would think Aaron Judge is my dad's son. The way he acts. I mean, it's bad, man. Like it ruins his entire day if Judge does bad. Like it ruins his whole day. I'm like, all right, pops, come on, man. Making me a little jealous there, pops. 2-1. Hit in the air to center field. That's gonna end the inning.
That'll do it.
Gave it a ride though, just short of the warning track, but the inning is over and it is 1-0. Texas, thanks to the Corey Seager jack job to right field. 1-0 Texas. Little Corey Seager. Okay. Andrew says most of the 2017 Astros are on new teams now. Only Verlander, Bregman, Altuve are the remaining big names left still on Houston. But the good thing about, the one thing you can say about them, though, forget a 2017, they've restructured and rebuilt in that sense of adding, additional guys that are going to be on that team for years to come.
Yeah. You got your Kyle Tuckers, your Alvarez's. Yeah.
You could take one player from that team. Who you want? Who would you want on the Yankees?
Alvarez. I'd probably say Alvarez. But obviously, we have Stanton and whatever. But like, if I lived in a fantasy world, like I would morph Alvarez to the Yankees and Stanton to the Astros.
Oh God, I would love that. Imagine that. I'll even take. I think my favorite player on that team though is you're right. Alvarez would be my 1A, but the guy right behind him will be Kyle Tucker. Tucker's phenomenal.
Tucker's phenomenal. He is.
He's so good, and that lefty bat at Yankee Stadium. Oof.
Yeah. Not
that it's a disadvantage playing in Houston. That right field isn't too far either. So
no, it's not. But yeah. I love the damage that Alvarez seems to freaking do. He's got 4 home runs in the series with
beast.
Minnesota right now. It's just, I mean, in a couple doubles too. I don't know why they're even still pitching to him at this point, but I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yep. Alvarez has hit some of like the easiest home runs I've ever seen at Yankee Stadium. Like that one off of Rodon that he just flicked his wrist on a slider. Wasn't even a bad pitch, and it went like 30 rows back. Yeah.
It's those guys like that, you know what I'm saying? Easy power from the left side. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, right? Like, and like those are the guys that like really make you like dream, like, wow, like what if we had a guy like that? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like how much could he actually hit? Because like we see Judge and what Judge has done from the right side of the plate. Like, imagine Judge was left-handed.
Shit.
That's like I constantly have that thought, bro. Like, imagine Judge was left-handed, man.
Yeah, Judge's power is just different. Yeah, and that from the left side will be absolutely insane to see.
Exactly.
Imagine some of those like 460 something homers. He hits the left center field into the bleachers. Imagine that going to right field.
Yeah, it would look nuts.
You don't see it a lot. You don't see that a lot.
You don't.
Being able to see him do something like that would be absolutely crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And guys, do me a favor. I think we only got about 60 likes right now. Hit that like button for us. Let's blow past the 200 we had yesterday. Let's get past that number today. Easy.
Like it up.
Yep. Yankees Kyle, what's up, brother? Victor Epic Warrior, Ness. What's going on, everybody? He said, but does Tucker hit with the roof open?
Well, that would be Boone's question when they bring it to him.
Bubbles. That's the Bubble Boy himself. That's Boone, Bubble Boy from Seinfeld.
Bubble Boy.
It's the Moops.
Yeah, when they pop the bubble right at the end, doesn't the bubble get popped?
Yeah. And they got to rock. They got it goes. Pee.
Oh, man.
It's the Moops.
Here, let me just grab this from here. Give you guys the behind the scenes on how I watch these games.
Okay. Little behind the scenes action of how he watches the game. All right. BJ, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Smacky the likey. Hitty the subby. The 1-2. Hit on the ground softly to first base. Eovaldi fields, flips, got him. One away.
One away.
Tell you what, man. Nate was a miss by the Yankees. They should have never let him go.
Big miss.
You know the weirdest thing about that is, too? You let him go because he got surgery, right? He had to get surgery. They didn't re-sign him. But he was so friggin' young.
He was a baby. He was a kid.
That's what I'm saying.
Gave up on him.
Like, they were just like, yeah, you know what? This guy sucks ass. Forget it. I don't understand. Like, whatever. We could literally have this conversation with every single team around baseball because there's like a Yankee that we got rid of that's doing well on that team now.
Everywhere.
It's just amazing.
But Eovaldi is one of those that just really makes you wonder because of how young he was.
Man, he's just morphed into such a damn good pitcher, man.
And
he's perfect for Texas too, though.
Oh, forget it. Yeah, he's gonna do really well over there.
Yep, 2 away as that's a ground out from Austin Hayes, and just like that, 2 quick outs. Or was that? I believe that might have been. No, that was Hayes. Okay, Hearn grounded out first. And I had to bring up Cedric Mullins. Think there's a little panic right now by Baltimore. They changed their lineup up quite a bit.
It's, I'm pretty sure if you asked Brandon Hyde, that's not what he would say. But I think it's pretty obvious, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a good question, Hirsch, and I'll ask Francis that as that's a call strike. Do you guys put Montas in the same boat as Eovaldi? Montas is a little older. I know Nate wasn't 30 when that happened.
No, not at all. Montas in the same boat as Eovaldi. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I lean towards no on that one.
We've seen more. I feel like we've seen more of Montas, and I think Oakland saw more of him, and that's why they were able to trade him, and they got what they got for him.
And he was a little more. He was established at least.
Yeah, much more established than Eovaldi. Like, we saw flashes of Nasty Nate, and it was a thing, but he still was figuring it out. He was really young. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. Hit on the ground to first base, flips. That'll end the inning.
That's it.
That's a very, very quick inning right there for Nate. As we go to the bottom of the first, Texas looking to get back out there and add some more runs against the O's here in Game 3, down 2-0.
Tell you one thing. For Baltimore's hopes in this game, you're going to need Kremer to have a lockdown inning here, 1, 2, 3, quickly. Yep. Hopefully not anybody on base. If not, oh, man, that bullpen's going to have to get going quick because this is your season right here. This is one of those games where all hands are on deck, you know?
Yeah, you can't mess around at all right now.
Yeah.
Let me look at what I know you guys are asking about tomorrow. Let me double check and look at what Wednesday's looking like. Astros Twins, I would not be calling that game. Braves Phillies is probably a must. So yes, Braves Phillies tomorrow at 5:07. That means if the Orioles and Rangers play, I wouldn't be able to cover that one. But the Braves and Phillies game was so damn good yesterday that I feel like I have to cover that one. So, yeah, Braves Phillies tomorrow at 5.
I mean, that was probably the best game thus far this postseason.
I would say phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Out of what we've seen, that's probably been the best game.
Phenomenal game. Joey, what happened to Baltimore? I don't think it's anything that's happened. I think they're just a young squad, man. You know, they got to get some of this. And on top of that, too, as Nicholas says, that's right, man. It's also baseball. The game's got to be played. You know, so I just feel like maybe some of the Baltimore weaknesses are showing a little bit. They need more starting pitching. You know, trying to rely on Grayson Rodriguez, no matter how talented he is, it's a big ask, you know, for a young player.
Young. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think it's a little more of that. I think if Baltimore's looking at it right now, if they were smart, they're probably planning their offseason out going, we just got to add some vets to this team. We got the youth. You know, add some vets.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely probably a team that's going to be after some starting pitching. Be interested to see, you know, with somebody like Aaron Nola out there, like, do they try and pry him away from Philadelphia? Does Philadelphia even let that be a conversation?
Right.
Does Baltimore join the sweepstakes for Yamamoto? Do they say, we'll make him our ace? He'll be the front guy or whatever. Who knows? Sevy is a good option.
Yep.
I was talking
trades out there, I'm sure.
Yeah,
they got a lot. They got a lot they can make trades for. So they got a deep farm system still. Yeah,
they could definitely grab somebody. Just be interesting. You know, who the partner would be. Maybe you call up Milwaukee. Not saying that Milwaukee 100% gives you somebody, but Milwaukee'd be they'd be definitely trading from a strength of theirs.
True. As that is a call strike. 0-1 on low. D-Rod, what's going on, my guy? Overwatch. M-Mac's going to be at the Philly game tomorrow, of course. Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank Park. He was actually already in Atlanta for that game. Now he's going to good old Citizens Bank. See his Phillies play.
Good luck, M-Mac.
Yeah, that's an interesting series, man.
That's
a very interesting series.
I'll tell you one thing. It's got to be fun, though. Go out there. That crowd going crazy wild for your team. Yeah. That's
Nola has that entire stadium backing him tomorrow 100%.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%. As the 0-2 from Kremer to Low is up and in. 1-2.
Atlanta still has their starter as TBD. Interesting. Interesting.
Intriguing.
Yeah, they're playing
No, Eric, no All Rise tomorrow. All Rise in the offseason will be Mondays only. I'll be honest with you, I'd have no idea what I'd be talking about tomorrow. Just to keep it real with you. 3 times a week right now and nothing's going on.
All the other teams, that's the only thing you could talk about.
Exactly. I'm like, we could talk about the playoffs. The other teams that the Yankees are doing what I'm doing, watching them.
Exactly.
That's it. Fast Eddie. What's going on, my guy?
I see Ambioti's in the chat.
Yeah, man.
One of the name favorites in our chats.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea how to say it. I ain't even trying. I ain't even trying. As Scott says, Andrew, Arizona wasn't trading Carroll. Yeah, they ain't trading Carroll. No way in hell.
No. Why would they even entertain it?
No way in hell. 3-2 is fouled away. So Lowe is here working Kremer quite a bit.
Listen. I hope I figure out this MLB TV thing.
How far back are you? You just got to commercial break just now.
Dude, I turned off the game. I didn't even see that last inning. I'm on the MLB. I'm on the MLB app trying to figure out.
Yeah, if you get MLB app, you should be right with me.
So the thing about the app is when I go to watch now, like it just it says live and there's a lock next to it. I click it.
Oh, so why would you be blacked out for?
I click it and absolutely nothing happens.
And so it doesn't let you put in your TV provider?
Nope. So I'm trying to figure out where can I put in my TV provider? Like, is there a way?
Mine's
to do
like
that?
When I tried it, it just told me to enter a TV provider. I did it and that was it.
Yeah, no, mine doesn't do it.
Damn.
It's nuts. I'm telling you, man. It's like, doesn't want me to be great. So
Pitch is
annoying.
fouled away. That's the 11th pitch of this at-bat. Now, we've got no outs here, so Kremer's throwing a lot of pitches here. It's about to be pitch number 34. He's likely not long for this game.
No, not that many pitches.
Not at all. Not at all. Pitch number 12 incoming to low is fouled away again.
Oof.
So not the at-bats you want to have this early in the game. Kremer's doing the right thing. He doesn't want to walk him, but he's just fouling every fastball off he throws. As the 3-2 pitch fouled away.
You gotta
Pitch
be
number
kidding
14
me.
coming up. Holy
You
shit.
gotta be kidding me.
Oh, man. I made the mistake again today of not working out before the game, so now I got to work out after probably 11? It's going to be fun.
Probably.
The 3-2 fouled away.
Nuts. Yeah,
Pitch number 15 coming up.
It was super hard to get through my workout today. I guess the 3-day weekend, having the fact that I took Monday off just made it harder to get through it today.
Yep, yesterday, right after we got the game, Jira was like, nah, go ahead. You don't need the ball right now. You can wait.
Oh,
so I got my workout done.
She didn't let you come up? Why did the volume just turn on again?
Lined out the left field, one away.
Oh, okay. I'm probably going to see that in like a year. Let's see.
You'll probably see it in about a week. You'll see it tomorrow morning.
No, I just saw another foul ball. You got to be kidding me.
Smacky to likey. Hitty to subby, folks. Yeah, Matthew, I don't care if he made out right there. That's a productive at bat either way. There's a base hit to left field for Josh Young. Beast. Absolute beast. Are we getting Soto or Tatis? Are we sending Big G to LA for Trout? Hell no. Hell no. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That's just another problem with more years attached to it.
Yeah.
But Soto or Tatis, sign me up. Sign me up. Where do I sign?
You be trading one bad situation for another. Except the only difference is they'd be getting out of the Stanton situation much sooner than we get out of the Trout one.
Yep. That's right.
I mean, Trout will probably be good.
You probably got a couple of years. It also depends on, shit with that issue he got. I mean, he could swing the bat and be out for a year. I mean, you never really know.
That's the thing.
You just really don't know with him at all. But I mean, who knows if that's even something that's realistic or not, as that's a swing and a miss. I was told today that the Yankees, that a few people I speak with, that they believe the Yankees will go to over $200 million for Yamamoto. And then he believes that offense side, it won't be Bellinger, it'll be via trades. They're going to look to upgrade a bit via trades, but they said they don't know if it'll be any flashy moves or what. But they'll look to upgrade via trade. And the other team that I was told about again was St. Louis, because they match up so well with starting pitching, and St. Louis needs starting pitching. They got Gorman, they got Donovan. So they feel like that's a very big match, as is 2 away.
I don't even know how to feel about that. I mean, let's see. I got to get to the offseason. I haven't even talked myself up yet for whatever the Yankees are going to do, just because who knows? We still haven't even seen any results from their what's it called?
No, we haven't heard nothing yet from the Tampa
audit,
meetings.
the audit or anything like that. So who knows? Like, wow.
As the count is 0-2 on Marcus Semien. So Dean Kremer looking to get out of this second inning. giving up no more. Runner on first base, 2 outs. The 0-2. Pitch, John. Outside, 1-2. I'm definitely going to need a cup of coffee in the big times, folks.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
There's the 1-2. Pickoff attempt. Count remains 1-2.
Thought I was going to see the first pickoff attempt violation today in that Twins game, but didn't happen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Javier threw 2. He threw 2 times over. Dubon, I think. No, not Dubon. Dubon's on his team. Willie Castro was on base, but he never threw the 3rd time, so didn't see it. Has it happened at all?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Right? Yeah, I was waiting for it all year to see like what is like, what's the impact? What does it look like? I mean, you get the base, I guess, but just want to know what it looks like when it happens.
Who started from? Oh, that's right. Sonny Gray started from Minnesota.
Gray. Yeah, Sonny Gray started. Christian Javier went for
Line up. Base hit the left center field. That's going to be in the gap. We'll see if he goes 2. Yes, he does. That is a 2-out double, 2nd and 3rd for Texas. And the batter's Corey Seager. That could be trouble.
Yeesh.
That could be trouble. As Anthony Garcia drops in the member chat. I wouldn't be surprised if this offseason is another repeat of the 2020 trade deadline. Wouldn't doubt it.
Whole lot of nothing. I mean, I don't know. They got to do something. They finished in 4th place last year. They didn't do anything at the deadline. Like, what do you sell fans on if you do nothing?
Yeah. Excuse me, but there's an intentional walk to Seager. That's going to bring up Garver, but
there's 2 outs?
It's 2 outs.
Okay.
But the thing is, when it comes to, me being told that they're gonna let to go about 200 million, maybe a little more, you might have somebody else that, blows that out the water for Yamamoto. I mean, Yamamoto's 25 years old and he just won his 3rd straight Triple Crown in Japan.
Yeah.
His 3rd straight Triple Crown is the first time that's ever been done in that league. He's the first pitcher ever to do it. And based off of stats and stats alone, he's the greatest pitcher to ever come out of Japan.
Yeah.
So he's going to get a lot of money. He's only 25. I mean, he's going to get a shit ton of money. As that one is ripped, there's a base hit down the left field line. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And just like that, it is 3-0 Rangers. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs.
Yeah.
Are you packing it in? That's it?
I was gonna say you might have to go to the pen right here, and
I mean that was a terrible pitch. It was right down the middle, no chance.
I mean, good thing he walked Seager if that's where he was gonna throw it.
Yeah, it actually caught a break too, to be honest, because if that ball actually doesn't hit the wall and goes straight down the line, that's definitely another run. It'll be 4-0.
All 3 of the runs score there. One of those.
Easy. And they're gonna come out and talk to Dean Kremer here, as the batter will be Adolis Garcia. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. It's kind of the game I expected, to be quite honest with you. I kind of expected it was just going to be all Texas, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Early start for Texas. But again, hey, look, we saw it with the Braves and Phillies last night. You never know. Late innings. Only difference here, the momentum is flipped for sure because Atlanta was home. But Baltimore, if they are going to rally, they got to rally on the road, and I just don't see it.
Yep.
Don't see it.
Yep. That is correct, the Mundo.
Yeah.
Pitch to Garcia is low, and as of right now, I believe that is pitch number 50. It is pitch number 50 from Dean Kremer. So pen is active. That is Tyler Wells warming up.
Yeah, they should have had that active though earlier.
No doubt, and I that was my criticism of him in the game with Grayson Rodriguez. Waited way too long to take him out that game.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to me, like why he's waiting. This is it. This is your season tonight.
Yep. That ball fouled away, 1-2 on Adolis Garcia.
Once you get that, I don't know. You saw he didn't look, as sharp right out of the gate. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been, horrible just to get somebody getting loose right there,
Yep.
bottom second. But what do you know? They're gonna say I'm Monday morning quarterbacking here. I just feel like when your season's on the line, you got to move quick.
100%. No doubt about it. You can't wait. Can't wait around. I mean, base hit here it's a 5-0 game.
Literally.
I mean, you gotta be, and he's flat. He doesn't look like there's nothing that's surprising to this team. This one's hitting the air to left field and deep.
Oh,
going
God.
back.
Oh, God.
Oh! Adolis Garcia makes it 6-0
Yeah.
Just like that, bro. He just dropped the bat. It was nothing. Did you
Pack
see
him
it
up.
yet? You'll
No.
see it in about 4 minutes. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. It's 418 feet. He pimped the shit out of it because he knew.
Man.
Goodbye, Baltimore. God bless you.
Yeah, he smoked that. That's the one you were looking for. You called for that an inning ago, no?
Yep.
You said
I kept
I'm just
saying he's
waiting
gonna
for
hit one. I'm waiting
Garcia.
for it.
Yeah.
And Pop Simonetti was spot on, man. Pop Simonetti was spot on. He said it. He said they're going to be one and done. I said, nah, come on, don't say that. He said they're one and done. Watch. They're not built for. He said they're not going to be built for this one. I said, all right, we'll see.
Yeah, man.
6-0. This game's going to be, oh my God, look at this pitch. Come on, man.
You just can't. You can't have that there.
Bro, that's Brandon Hyde has a lot of stuff to work on with this one. I mean, look, man. It's the postseason, brother. It's the postseason. You gotta be a little more quick on the pull when these guys don't got it.
You gotta have a quicker hook.
Honestly,
it's literally
game two should have been a whole lot closer than it actually was.
Yeah.
Calling that game with Mario and Kev, I was like, they still got him in. Got him in. And nobody's warming up. Yeah, that's
look, that was just literally not even belt high. It's over the belt, so even
right
easier for you,
man.
and it
Easy
was
to
middle.
Yep, middle, exactly. Not even up and in, not even away. Right,
Jeez,
dead
bro.
plate,
Yeah.
just up. Easy pitch to absolutely destroyed.
This is batting practice.
Hirsch said Dr. Jekyll beat Mr. Hyde. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, man. That's so it's oh man, this is so upsetting. I literally purchased this app today because I thought it would be quicker.
And it's
And
not.
I feel like it's more behind than the other stuff I was using. I'm telling you, you just can't.
You try any of the streaming platforms and see where they're at?
Like what? I mean, I don't even know what else to try. I'm gonna put this out here right now to you people at MLB. I hate all of you. Like I really do. It's like this shouldn't be this way to watch a game. Like it's 2023.
Yeah, but I will tell you guys
we should all be on the same, you know what I mean? We should all be on the same thing. Like, especially if somebody's paying for an app. And I paid a lot of money for this app. I'm not gonna say it on the air because I'm embarrassed to say how much I paid.
Oh yeah. Don't say that to me because I'm at that, bro. What are you doing? The fuck you thinking over there?
Just to stream, for the playoffs or whatever. So it should be working well, and it's working horribly.
Yeah, you better get that money back.
I'm gonna have to.
Mm-hmm.
And I got charged by MLB last week when we were doing Texas Tampa Bay.
MLB TV.
Yeah, I got charged for the postseason package, and it never asked me for my provider, so I can't even log in. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Unreal. Overwatch says time to put a few position players in. Yeah, shit. If they doing that today
in the playoffs,
that's about
they better not.
Yeah, that I was about to say that's kind of like the 49ers making having no QBs and just running the ball since the second quarter against the Eagles, unfortunately, but of course all due to injuries. Yeah, that's about as tossing it as you can.
I get it if it's injury or whatever, that I understand, but come on, bro.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
they're showing me a commercial of Peloton. Yeah. All right. I know. I'm ready.
I know I got to do it. I
know. I'll be doing it after this. Popped up by Evan Carter. That's going to end the inning.
I'll be right back. I'm going to put it on the TV and see if my TV moves quicker.
Oh, yeah, it should.
Let's
TV
see.
is right there. Fox, it should be right there.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, he's gonna step away. Okay. As it is 6-0, Texas. And if you guys do me a favor, there's 185 plus in here, guys. Hit that like button. And on top of that, hit that subscribe, baby. Big things over here, folks. Scott Wright says, if Yamamoto is on number 2, it takes some pressure off Rodon. Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, look, I know people go, they're giving all this money to the rotation, that and that. Hey, guys, look, they're the Yankees. You know what I mean? They're the New York Yankees. And you know, oh, they have no money for anything. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yankees got a lot of money coming off the books. They also got a lot of young kids coming up that would make it a little bit cost effective for a few years. Some guys fall off in the next 3 or 4 years, 2 to 3 years even. It's a smart idea for the Yankees to invest in the best players, and they should. And they 100% should invest in the best players. As we are 2 subscribers away from being back to 19,610. I don't think I have a goal for today, to be honest. If we can get to 19,620, 625, that would be amazing.
You set a goal for the subbies?
625 is my goal today. M Max says, working at a house with a chick who rides a Peloton every day. I got to make my guys get back to work and stop staring at her. She knows exactly what she's doing. Oh, they know. Trust me. There's an instructor on there. What? Oh, man. Jessica King, her name is. She's a very, very, very attractive girl. No doubt about it. But she wears a little low top bra. And she'll be looking at the camera. She goes, look up here, guys. While she's riding the bike. Like, man, you know what you're doing. Look up here, my ass. Look up here with that nonsense. Trying to work out over here.
This guy. But I mean, if she's saying it, then she knows.
Exactly she knows. She knows. That's what I'm saying. She knows. She knows. She knows
what time it is. She knows what time it is.
She'd be like, eyes up here, guys.
Shit, I might have to get a Peloton. See what that's hitting for. I got a little bike over there, but I don't got no video camera. Ain't no video for that. I gotta see what's going on. I don't know. What'd you say her name was? She don't got a YouTube.
Jessica King, her name is. Yeah, you can see her on YouTube. She's on there. Victor Epic Worry says, is Cash right R the playoffs it's Cash right are the playoffs a crapshoot? You know, I always lean no to that. I feel like typically the best team comes out of it. Yeah, there's those occasions, right, where the best team doesn't win, you kind of feel like, but I do feel like weaknesses are exposed a little more.
Yeah. I would say the wild card, whether one game or round, is a crapshoot, right? Because anybody can beat anybody in one game. Anybody can beat anybody 2 days straight.
Yeah.
Anybody can actually beat anybody 3 games straight. We see it right throughout the regular season all the time. We see it throughout the regular season all the time, right? Like good teams go into a bad team's park and lose 3 straight. It happens. But in the best of 7, I feel like the best is normally going to prevail.
Facts.
That's just where I'm at. I
agree. I agree with that. I think, like I said, like Francis saying, you do have your rare occasions where every now and then, but I do think if you play the games 100 times, the best team, if you play that series that many times, the better team's gonna prevail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree with that, and I feel like the crapshoot thing is just I think it's a cop-out. I think it's a cop-out by Brian Cashman because he knows he hasn't put a real championship roster together. And I think that he doesn't even believe that, honestly, because how do you even fix your lips to call your roster a championship roster if the playoffs are a crapshoot? Because if the playoffs are indeed a crapshoot, then nobody really has a championship roster because it's a crapshoot.
Yep.
So you have a crapshoot roster.
Lined out to left, 1 or 2 away. And exactly what you just said is why I flip shit when Hal Steinbrenner says we just need to get in. Because when your mindset is we're a just get in team, you do not have to go all the way out.
Look, that mindset is okay for a team like the Marlins, right?
Bingo.
They just got in and they got dispatched right away.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But you see what happens normally with that mindset, right? Like, oh, we just need to get in. And yeah, they just got in. They ran into the Phillies 2 games and they were back out.
Yep.
That's how it goes, with that mindset.
Yep.
The New York Yankees, I mean, I can't believe Hal Steinbrenner could spend $300 million on that team and then say we just need to get in.
Just need to get in.
It's crazy. You're spending $300 million. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, I don't. And, you hear these rumors now as the 0-1 is a swing and a miss, 0-2. You hear the rumors right now as Eovaldi just pumping them in at 97. I mean, he's literally just throwing pitches down the middle and daring the team to hit. That's what you should be doing 6-0.
Yeah.
He's not pitching around nobody. He's not doing nothing. He's throwing it right down the middle.
No, looks a lot like Wheeler yesterday.
Yeah, very much.
Going right after guys.
As the 0-2 is high, count is now 1-2. But just to get back to what we were saying about Hal Steinbrenner is, if he is truly upset, you got to see significant change, or is this going to be the same shit as we're not done yet, and then nothing happens?
Yeah,
is it going to be that same type? Are we going to see that same type of thing again?
Something happened, Pete. I don't know if you remember.
He had a bowel movement.
No, Franchi Cordero. You don't remember that? Big
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, El Franchi, baby.
Nah, man. No, you're 1,000% right. You're 1,000% right.
Gunnar Henderson staying in there for a 2-out single.
No, my TV's only about 1 pitch behind you, so it's not that bad.
That's not bad. I could pause it.
No, don't pause it, because the thing is that bro, because the what's it called? The motherboard is like,
it's gonna be ahead. It's ahead of me.
It stays right. It stays like on par. So it's like, then we're both behind, and then the chat even knows what's happening before us. And you guys don't like that in the chat.
Oh, the chat doesn't like it. All right. Andrew, what's up, my guy? Gene.
Ra, what's up?
Oh, Ra Thompson. I tell you what, Ra. Ra sent me a damn steak.
No way.
Early. He loves to do this stuff. He loves to send pictures of the delicious food he's eating to bother me. I don't know why he does such a thing, but he does it. He does it.
Yeah, listen, Ra. You ain't that far from me. Don't send me no picture, no damn steak. I'll come knock on the door.
The 0-1 is a swing and a miss. 0-2.
Ding dong with a fork and a knife. Just be there like, what up, Ra? How's it going?
Unbelievable. 0-2 on Adley Rutschman. Runner on first base, 2 away, 6-0. Texas. My goodness. The pitch. Fouled away. Stays in there.
Not ideal, man. Not ideal start for the Orioles here. Man, you know for sure. I mean, there's no way they thought they were going to be down this much after 3 innings.
No. I had a feeling that that's how this game was going to go. DJ Steele's in here. Where's Steele's at? I don't see. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Steels, what up, baby?
Hit in the air to center field and deep. Going back. Still back. Makes the catch.
Ooh.
Short of the energy transfer sign in center field. And that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Texas coming on up.
Steels, how was the DMV?
Fucking place. What did Steels just say? Hold on. What did he just write up here? Francis's steak is aged to his perfection.
Yeah, I know. Even the food got to be senior citizen level. I don't play that. Golden age, everything golden age on this side. Oh man.
Smacky the likey. Hitty the subby. Brett Alexander, what's going on, brother?
BA, what's up?
BA, as I call him, Brett the Hitman Alexander. Rod Thompson.
Thank you for being a friend.
He says, why didn't the Yankees keep Eovaldi? Let's play devil's advocate. He was 25 years old at the time. We already played that. You're too late. No, Rod, we did talk about that already, about how the Yankees went ahead and basically let him walk while he was so young. Like Francis said, it was at that time kind of just we're done with him. You know, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. BA says he's getting ready to head back to work, manana. Good old Alaska. Nothing like Alaska this time of year, okay? Freeze your balls off out there, okay?
I hear it's wonderful this time of year.
You're fighting polar bears with your right arm, you know? You're drinking a hot cup of coffee in the left arm. That's it. It's insane over there.
In the big time, of course.
In the big times, yes. Gotta always have a cup of coffee in the big times, all right?
Always in the big time, baby.
Nate says, bye-bye birdies. Yeah, it's looking like that. I mean, it's looking like it's bye-bye birdies.
I like that. Yeah, we might have to play that at the end of this.
Poor birds, man. I tell you, man, the Rangers are looking to clip their wings.
Hey, they had a phenomenal year. They won their first division since, what was that?
Long fucking time.
It was a very long time. I had it at the tip of my tongue. That's gonna kill me if I don't get it.
Now this Gordon Ramsay, they're bringing Hell's Kitchen back again. Or Kitchen Nightmares. They're doing a whole nother season.
That he just can't stay out the kitchen, Pete. I think he sleeps in his kitchen.
He has to. He probably has opens his oven. Probably has like a king size mattress that pops out of it.
Like it has to be, bro. This man he's never not in the kitchen.
He don't stop.
I mean, my thing is like, why does he not weigh 1,000 pounds?
He must. He has to work out hard or something.
Yeah, it got to be just.
As if I was a chef,
kitchen and gym. That's all he does. There's no.
If I was a chef with money, forget about it. You got to wheel me around the stadium. They go back. We need a chair for Pete. Yeah, Pete needs a chair unless he can't get up to the Audi Club. This one popped up. Is it gonna fall in? Yes, it is. Great try by Mullins. That's a base hit for Jonah Heim.
Base hit.
Rod Thompson with the super chat says that was at a time when the Yankees were operating with a sense of urgency. Now they let guys have 19 ERAs before they cut or release them. True. I mean, I'm a big fan of Kitchen Nightmares. Don't get me wrong. Thought it was a good show.
Yeah, for sure. And the last time the O's won the division was 2014. So it was a 9-year drought for them.
2014. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Brett Alexander out there says he's fighting he has to fight with mooses out there. All right.
Nah, that's not fun. I lived in the Pacific Northwest for a little while. Let me tell you, not good.
I never knew moose was that fucking big.
Yeah,
these dudes are gigantic.
That was my issue, right? Coming from New York, we don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
we know about rats.
Hide.
We know about stray cats. We know about stray dogs. We know about
moose.
Fiends. You know. We know about
fiends.
Fiends.
We know about fiends, correct?
The neighborhood crackhead out there.
The neighborhood crackhead, yeah.
Which way to go? But a moose?
A moose.
Nah. You encounter a moose?
You fucked. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like
you better pray to God he just walks by.
You're from the Bronx? Like that's just not, because none of our tactics work on a moose. Like, yo, move. So, like, yo, they don't care about that. Like they're not afraid.
A moose. As the 1-2 is incoming to low. The pitch inside. 2-2. Runner on first base. Nobody out for Texas. Looking to add to that 6-0 lead. Okay. Brett Alexander says they have drunk natives. All right. They got the drunk natives walking around. Okay.
Drunk natives. Okay.
Drunk natives. All right. A little drunk native time with a moose swing.
Sounds like fun.
One away. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Okay. That's what he got. He got Rocky and Bullwinkle out there.
Oh, man.
It had those. I saw a video. So I forgot what it was, but a moose like walks past the car, and I cannot believe how big those fuckers are.
No, they're huge. Huge. Deer are big, but
nothing compared to a moose.
Yeah, it's
nothing. We got deers out here every now and then. There was one day, I got a funny story on that. There's one day where we go outside and I think Jira was doing something in the backyard. It was late at night. It's probably like 2 a.m. or something like that. and I think she was either she took one of the dogs out, and she was walking around with him in the backyard as the count is 0-2 on Young. And I'm looking in the woods. We got the lights on for the back of the house, and I see a bunch of eyes lit up.
Oh.
And at first, I'm like, ain't no way that's like a pack of wolves. What the fuck is that? Like, there's no way there's wolves around here like that. So then I'm thinking, I don't know what else it could be, or a raccoon. I don't know what it is. Ended up, it was like 12 deers just chilling, hanging out. And I was like, babe, walk slow and get back up here real quick. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, shut the fuck up. Like, walk over. You know, we're from New York. We're not used to that shit. Eyes lighting up in the woods. What the fuck is that?
It's the bad thing is it's always like at those moments where like they want to ask you questions and shit.
I know. Like, I'm telling you, like, what do I do this every day?
Babe, walk slowly, come back up here. Don't panic. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. What happened?
And then she sees, oh, what the fuck is that? Exactly. Exactly. It's the 0-2 to Young is hitting the air to right center field. Going back. The catch will be made short of the track.
Gave it a ride.
And there's 2 away. She goes like, what's going to happen? Yeah, if you start getting fucking eaten by 12 wolves or something, or 400 foxes, you're going to be begging that I helped you.
Yeah, you're gonna be, why you didn't tell me to come back? You didn't tell me to come back. You should have told me. I'm like, I tried to tell you. You started asking questions.
Exactly. Hunts Point's the closest thing to the Wild in the Bronx. You got that right. You got that
Hunts
right.
Point.
You're not off on that.
Hunts Point is the Wild.
Yeah, that's no doubt about it. The Wild.
After 2 a.m.,
Forget about it.
God rest his soul, but eventually Steve Irwin would have got around to doing a special about Hunts Point. He was just
This is Hunts Point.
Look, it's a prostitute in a natural habitat.
Crikey, a fiend.
Rocky. Yeah. Oh man.
Crikey, a skinwalker.
Skinwalker.
As the 0-1 incoming to Tavares pitch is outside 1-1.
$20 and she'll blow ya.
Unbelievable.
Yo, RFP Steve Irwin, man.
What a legend.
Yo, for real.
What a legend, man. What an absolute legend.
Yeah, I used to love watching his shit.
What an absolute legend. Pitch is fouled away. And the count is 1-2. There you see the bracket right there. They already got, they don't have Texas on there yet, but it looks like it'll be Texas, full Texas ALCS, Houston at the Rangers.
Yeah.
And then what do you think? You think the Dodgers come back? Or are they done?
I think the Dodgers are going to win. I think they're going to win game 3. But
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You're giving Arizona 3 tries to just win 1 game.
And if you're Arizona, you got to be thinking, put them away. You don't want to give them any momentum, put that team away as, doesn't get the call, count us 2-2.
Yeah.
Doesn't get the call.
Interesting, man. But I mean, Zach Gallen, last night, I mean, what more did you expect, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's who he's been all year. So let's see.
Yep.
I mean,
pitch
Orioles,
is fouled away due to 2-2 again.
Orioles look like they're going down.
Yep.
Dodgers could be going down.
Could be.
Yeah.
Carlos says the Dodgers are done.
Yeah.
D-backs, Braves, NLCS. D-backs in 5, says Andrew. Interesting.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's a spicy.
That is a spicy take.
That's
I tell you what, as that one's fouled away, count remains 2-2. I think that would be probably one of the, who the hell would have had the Dodgers going to the World Series?
The Diamondbacks, you mean?
The Diamondbacks, excuse me. Yeah, who would have had the Diamondbacks going to the World Series?
I don't think anybody other than Arizona fans are picking the Diamondbacks to go to the World Series.
Probably. I don't think there's anybody out there making calls. This one hit in the air to deep left field, caught on the track, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. It is 6-0 Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's see. Anything's possible. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. They still got to win one more game against LA. But I do think that they're going to come out of that series. They handle business in those first 2 games. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. The big series for me is, again, guys, tomorrow, game 4, Philly Atlanta. Now we start and that's game 3.
Game three. Yeah.
Game 3 tomorrow, 5 p.m. We'll be calling that game here. And of course, that is, they go to Philadelphia now. So we'll see how, Atlanta handles that momentum, if they keep it going, or does Philly kind of shut it right back down and pick up a W? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I think Philly's got some fight in them. I think they can take one in Atlanta and get us to that game 5 that we're all looking for with this series. So should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be. No doubt about.
Atlanta came alive last night, so it's gonna be tough. I think tomorrow the momentum's on their side for sure.
Yeah.
They still haven't announced their pitcher though, which is throwing me for a little bit of a loop, but let's see.
DJ Steele says the bionic elbow drop or the rude awakening. Don't be biased.
I'm not
Macho
biased.
Man's
I'm gonna say
elbow drop or the rude awakening. I got to go full Rick Rude there, man. I think Rick Rude's rude awakening was one of the most devastating moves in wrestling history. I'm not even just saying that because everybody knows I'm a big fan of Rick Rude. I think the way he just executed it perfectly.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Macho Man's bionic elbow drop from the tippy top is legendary.
Oh yeah.
But I gotta go Rick Rude. And Rick Rude's my favorite wrestler of all time. So
It's a good question.
Maybe a little bias. Maybe a little bias. Now, if you said the atomic leg drop from Hulk Hogan, even though it's one of the most boring finisher moves of all time, there was just something so believable about it that Hulk Hogan would finish you that way. Because of the Hulkster.
I was gonna say it's just about one of the only things he could do.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, especially, poor guy did so many damn leg drops that he needed 30-something back surgeries from doing so many years of that damn finishing move.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man, what they put their body through, and just once they start getting to those older, the older
Body's
ages and stuff,
destroyed,
the things they have to do, the surgeries and stuff like that.
That's why I get mad when, people just kind of shun it away. It's like, that fake. No, the decision's fake, but these guys are beating the shit out themselves every day.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah. The storyline is what people
planned out. Exactly.
But at the end of the day, guys, I hate to be that guy, but it's like, look, if you think that like NFL and NBA, there's no storylines that are played out with officiating and stuff like that, you got news for you, buddy.
when money's involved, things happen.
Trust me, there are scripts. They do exist.
Look at Boch. We see you, Bochy, you son of a bitch.
That's what a winner looks like, guys.
Yeah.
That's what a winner looks like.
Good old Bruce. As Kyle Gibson is warming up for the Orioles. I'm surprised we haven't seen DL Hall much. He looked fantastic earlier. Guy throws like 99 from the left side. He's been a starter before. Kind of surprised we're not seeing him more.
I was going to say, I think he's one of the guys that they like to bring in when they have a lead.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So we
got a little Coco Beware in here. Okay.
Coco Beware. Okay.
Yeah, he comes out with his parrot. God, I love old wrestling, man.
What's up,
those were the days.
Those were the days.
I need that on the soundboard.
All three of them.
Yeah, the 2-2 is hit on the ground. The first base flips, and there's one away. Nate ain't playing, man. That 6 runs is looking awfully large for Nate.
Dude, when it was 1-0, we already were like, look, it's not going to be easy today. 6-0? And Nate Eovaldi, good
but how
luck,
do you,
Baltimore.
Like, in all honesty, though, right? How do you let Dean Kremer, the way he looked, face Garcia in that situation?
You don't, but again, it was what we both mentioned in the moment. He didn't have the bullpen up in time, Pete.
God,
And
Man,
again,
they did a tough
yeah,
job.
there's some people who are going to look at that and say, "Oh, but the things they kind of snowballed on you really fast because it was a one runner on. Next, it went from one runner on to second and third. I get it, but Kremer never really looked sharp from the word go.
No, not at all.
And
not
in
at
a
all.
game where your season is on the line, you kind of gotta react quicker than that. Like, yeah, it was just 1-0. But like to start the bottom of the second, if he would have had somebody warming in the bullpen, I don't think anybody would have batted an eye.
Yep.
He's not saying, oh, he's going to pull him here. He's just saying, if things get worse, we're pulling him right away. We got a quick hook today. This is our season, boys. And we didn't see that urgency.
I like to see that the Orioles GM is basically right there, front and center. Watching the team play, because at the end of the day, that does show a little something, I believe, to your players, that the GM is traveling with you and is watching you guys go at it. But Anthony Medina with a member chat. He's been a member for 14 months. Says, "What's up, Pete and Francis? Great job calling the playoff games. I wish the Yankees were there, but let's be real. They didn't deserve it. Keep up the good work, Pete, and let's get to 20K. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Medina, we love you, baby.
The GOAT. The GOAT.
Mission 20K.
Mission 20K, man. We almost there. We almost there.
Look at Mike
almost there.
Elias. Look at him. Handsome son of a bitch.
There's
Why
Chris
are
Young.
you there?
Look at Chris Young, man. Chris Young did a hell of a job with this club.
I tell you.
1-2 to Mountcastle pitch. Hey, struck him out. That splitter is filthy. 2 away. He got a filthy splitter. Sweet chin music or the F5? Gotta go sweet chin music, man.
Look at Young in there.
Gotta go sweet chin music. Sweet chin music all day for me on that one.
What do you say? Sweet chin music or what? Or F5?
The F5. It's tough, but the sweet chin, it's just so, to me, it's so classic, man. F5 is great.
I'm gonna go sweet chin music regardless. Just because guys, it's Shawn Michaels, bro. I mean, and then
that's why I'm going that route, because it is Shawn Michaels.
Not Brock Lesnar was cool and all, but Heartbreak Kid, guys. Like,
there's a base hit for Hearn to right field. So 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the thing, though. People are gonna say I'm crazy for this one, right? Shawn Michaels has the Sexy Boy theme song, right? Great theme song. One of the best of all time. I honestly put Brock's theme song over it. Only Brock could come out to that shit. But with Brock coming out to that song, that shit's classic, man. That's my shit.
I give you that.
That's my shit. I'm going Brock on that. And that might sound crazy, but that's a personal preference, baby, okay?
He's just come out and just jogging in place with
Paul
Paul Heyman next to him.
Fucking animal, man.
He was a fucking unit back then. I remember
Imagine
that.
you just had imagine honestly, like that dude just like, hey, if you don't give me $100, I'm gonna break your fucking face. You gotta give him $100.
If I have it.
That's what I'm saying.
Not,
you gotta find
my face is broken now.
And your face is broken, because
that's
it's
all
like,
it is.
That dude's a freak of nature, man.
Nah, yeah, the dude was freaking huge.
What did M-Mac just write? M-Mac said, Jesus, the chick is swimming in the indoor pool in a bikini. Somebody about to just jump in. You better calm your workers down. Somebody about to do a cannonball. Somebody coming to cannonball.
What? Yeah, M-Mac lives a life, let me tell you.
I'm telling you. Hey, struck him out. Nasty Nate.
They don't call him Nasty Nate for no reason now.
Nope.
They don't call him Nasty Nate for no reason now.
NWO Wolfpack, black and red. Oh, Hollywood. Hollywood, the black and white all day. Black and white all day. Then the red was cool. Like the Wolfpack stuff was cool, but then that's when it started to get a little crazy. Cashman needs an F5. Yes, he does.
I'd gladly do it.
Imagine how awesome that would be if Lesnar just gave him an F5 for real.
I would.
That's how he gets fired.
I would F5 him off like the 300 section into the field. Like I'd sacrifice myself. It's a good thing I'm saying this here because if I tweet this, I'm gonna lose. I would lose yet another account. Like I mean,
you lose accounts every other day. That's it. They just
crazy.
pop off and go away.
I tell people like this is why I have 2 accounts right now. People don't understand that they think, oh, he just wants that. No, I don't just want to. it's like it's only a matter of time before they find me.
You got like a special countdown that happens.
Yeah, it's like they just know once I follow a certain amount of people or a certain group of people follow me, they're like, "Yep, it's you again.
That's him.
Get him out of here."
That's the guy that sacrificed himself for us to have baseball.
For us to have baseball.
For us to have baseball, you literally sacrifice yourself.
All of that. And look, Scherzer he ain't even on the Mets anymore. Come on, Scherzer. Ah.
Fucking guy.
It was worth it though. It was worth. We needed baseball. We needed baseball. Listen.
Yep.
We say it all the time, but like we were literally the only people putting content out throughout the entire lockout.
Yeah, because we're machines over here, baby. You gotta be a machine to be NYYU.
Bro, we were going crazy. At that point, it was like, look, baseball's about to come back, and you got Francisco Lindor and Max Scherzer talking about, I don't know, let's talk it over. No, you talk it over on your side, okay? Let the rest of us get some baseball.
Yeah. That man, I told everybody, I said, you can never say that this man does not love baseball after sacrificing all of his privileges to be on Twitter.
Yo, and I love
sacrifice it all to get the game back, and he did it.
Straight up. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, I tell people all the time, I love baseball, man. Baseball's my first love. That's why we sitting here, we calling Baltimore Orioles versus the Texas Rangers. The Yankees haven't played in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
I'm good, baby.
Ass,
I'm good. I watch, I mean, to me, obviously, there's nothing better than watching the Yankees play playoff baseball when they're good.
Facts.
Oh, man, it's the epitome. I mean, forget it. But then again, that's another level of stress. I can't wait to call I can't wait to call like a World Series.
A World Series? Oh, forget about it. Man. Forget about it. NW Crackle Nuts.
We got to be at one game.
We got to be at it. Yeah.
And then we got to call
like the ones on the road probably would definitely call those. But if there's Yankees getting the chip, we're gonna have to be at one of those games with the fans, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Well, I tell you,
pitches outside, want to know.
Never seen stressed Francis until the World Series, like in 09, man.
It's tough. I know.
I mean, you just I don't sit down for 3 hours.
I can't sit down during no time.
Don't sit down for 3 hours. Every pitch from the first pitch of the game, I'm like, why'd he throw that? Why'd you throw that there?
Even this move of going to Gibson here, I'm like, man, Gibson isn't even like. I mean, I know you don't have much out there, but count as 2-0 already on Simeon. Let's see what happens here. 3-0 on Simeon. Here we go.
And it just makes you wonder like, what he's saving guys for.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, there's no game tomorrow. Crackle Nuts says NWO Wolfpack got the cool theme song, Black and Red. Pete, NWO for life. Oh yeah, you know it. You know it. You know it. M Max says, "Oh shit, that's a great idea. If all the managers got fired by getting an F5, we will see a lot better work." Just drop F5s all over the damn place. We're good to go. This one is lined right to third base. An absolute bullet by Simeon, but Westberg makes the play. One away.
Oh, man. I didn't see the MVP was in the chat. Que lo que, MVP? Salute to you.
Oh, beautiful, lovely, wonderful fiance. Smacky to likey. Hitty the subby if you have not.
Couldn't do it without her, guys. So now you guys better be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, you know. What are you going to do? Pitch is a swing and a miss from Corey Seager. Count is 0-1.
What do those likes look like? Like it up.
Let's see. We are sitting at 120 tree likes.
1, 2 tree. I like the order of it, but it's not good enough. Unacceptable. Come on, guys. Like it up. Like it up. Smack the likey.
Smacky to likey. Hitty. The motherfucking subby.
Come on.
The 1-1 pitch. Low. Dr. 3D Not, I hope I said that right, says, I like this channel so much. I'm at the game watching y'all call the game. Let's go, baby. With us, watching us watch the game. Leslie, you're listening to us call the game, okay? 2-1. High. 3-1.
I appreciate that, Dreadnought.
Okay, Dreadnought. There we go. I said Dr. 3D Knot. Okay.
Is that how you even say it? How do you?
I have no idea. It probably is.
Oh,
but
he just put
Dreadnought. I
He
said
put
Dr.
Dreadnought.
3D Knot. I like the Dr. 3D Knot. I like that actually.
Yo, Steels, calm down. Wait, we calling a game. We reading the chat.
I like the Dr. 3D Knot. That's a good wrestling name back in like the early 2000s.
Dr. 3D Knot.
Now coming to the ring weighing 452 pounds, Dr. 3D Knot. Music comes on.
You got to give him Brock Lesnar's music. Oh, man.
Outside, gotta wear like a lucha mask. As the count is 1-0. It's an old battleship. It means fear nothing. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Count is now 1-1. 1-1 on Mitch Garver. By the way, Corey Seager walked. Boy, these poor Baltimore fans in Texas, they're not too happy right now.
Let me tell you, they took that.
There's some DP action. There's one. There's your DP.
Ooh.
Little DP action right there.
You get on that flight from Baltimore to Texas. Hey, guys, get yourself some barbecue. Go to a bar, have a couple drinks, get on the plane, and forget this ever happened. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let the game end. Exactly. The game ends. Go to your hotel. Change the clothes. Don't wear nothing Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Pack that shit deep in your
go
suitcase.
hang out. Yeah, pack it up, get it ready to get sent back with you, and go hang out. Have a little barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
You know, have a couple of shots of Johnny Walker Black.
Hey.
And you'll be good to go.
Listen, I just heard my wife scream at the top of her lungs, and I am afraid.
You should be, definitely.
She ain't called my name. I don't know who it was. I don't know what they're doing, but it ain't good. Somebody's in trouble.
Those moments. I always fear. I always go upstairs. You go upstairs like really quiet. You look around. Everything all right over here?
Is the coast clear?
Everything okay? Something I did? What happened? That's my go-to is what happened.
It's what happened. Yeah, I say that too, but then I always get what do you mean what happened? I don't know what happened, so I'm asking.
Yeah, man, what happened?
Trying to ascertain information, if you will.
Yeah, bingo. As Brett Alexander says, all Baltimore fans should leave the game and just go to Texas Live and have a great night. That's a great idea.
It's not a bad idea, BA. Not a bad idea. Because it doesn't look like it's getting any better for them.
Not at all.
Sorry.
Not at all.
It's not.
Smacky to likey. Hitty the subby.
All right.
All right, folks.
Put this joint back up there.
As we are entering the top of the fifth inning, it is 6-0 Texas. Just Texas is it's just running away with this baby right now. It's been pretty easy right now.
Oh, hold on.
Okay. I think Francis may have just found something. Okay.
I never turned my ring light on.
Oh, never turned the ring light on. All right.
I'm looking at the ring light behind like the camera, and I'm just like, why is it off? It's been off this whole time. Anyway.
So Jared just said, it's funny when he walks in from the store and I'm screaming, he immediately wants to know what happened. Of course I want to know. I want to know what's going on. Am I not allowed to know what happens in the house?
Yeah, sometimes it feels like that, right?
Like, it's like you're not allowed to know what happens. Should I sleep outside tonight?
Why are you even asking what's going on?
You go sleep with the raccoons. I'll be back.
Who are you to even ask? Yeah, no, you be out there with the moose. Gotta be careful. Be careful. You don't know.
Let me tell you something. You kill one of those big sons of bitches, you better do a Luke Skywalker did and go sleep inside him. Cut his ass wide open and just crawl right up in there. You'll be warm for weeks.
You kill one.
She goes, I'm instigating.
You got food for weeks.
What am I instigating? I want to know what happened in my house.
He doesn't like that kind of talk.
I don't like that kind of talk.
The first pitch is a call strike. That's way off the plate. Cedric Mullins had a problem with that one. I don't blame him.
Hey, listen, the umpire sees what's happening right now. He's like,
gotta get home, man.
I'm just gonna put you out of your misery, man.
The umpire is thinking of the Texas barbecue right now.
He's like, listen, man, you ain't gonna touch this guy.
Yeah, you guys are done. He's thrown 53 pitches right now, and the count is 0-2 here in the top of the fifth. So Nate's going a little while.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't put something together in the next inning or two, we're just gonna start counting down the outs for him to pitch a complete game shutout. You know,
No doubt.
that's how he looks today.
Yep. As this one is low, count as 1 and 2. The librarian Superman, says, "Is there any hope for my Orioles? I hate telling you this, but no."
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I don't see it.
6-0. Eovaldi's dealing. It's GG's time, as the kids would say. Good game.
Yeah.
Good season.
Yeah. Yeah, GG.
Yeah, it's
GG Sabathia.
Scott Horwitz says the Orioles have died. Yeah, their
wings have been clipped, as I said before.
They're on the table. They're on the table.
Yeah,
that heartbeat is slowing up.
As the 2-2 is hitting the air to right field. Coming in, catch is made by Adolis. And there's one away. It's been easy.
To the Orioles fans in the chat, let me ask you guys a question, something I've been wondering about recently.
Okay.
They went back to the mascot on the hat. Do you guys prefer the mascot on their hat or the bird on the hat? Because I used to really like the bird.
The bird looked a little different, right? The mascot, they really tried to play up this little mascot a bit.
Yeah, but remember the bird was like I thought it was like a real clean logo, like for a baseball team.
It's a base hit for Westberg.
Bird.
So Westberg pokes one through left field. Runner on first, one away. Anthony Garcia says the bird.
Okay, Garcia prefers the bird. The bird is the word. Okay.
Bird is the bird. Bird is the word. Bird. I just got to play this. Now that he's thrown up. Remember when Peter Griffin sung that song? The whole episode?
That's what I was thinking. You know, that's all I was thinking about.
So I just got to play this real quick.
Hey.
Craziest thing about that, I swear to God, I could play that for like 3 hours straight and just hear it on loop.
Oh, no, it never gets
I don't know why. I could just hear it all day.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
All day. As the count is 1-0. That is low. 2-0.
Killer Joe says if the lead expands, he'd consider pulling Eovaldi in the 6th. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Yeah, if you really wanted to get ready maybe for a potential game 1 start or match him up for game 2. Could do that, I guess. I think if they add a little more, that's a fair thing to say. Let him give you 6, as that's a call strike. Nice cutter right there, 2-1.
Yeah, because they had to go Heaney game 1 for this series, and I know they definitely don't want to do that in the American League Championship Series. So
yeah, they could set it up pretty nice. They could set it up pretty nice for themselves,
especially if Minnesota's able to push Houston to 5, that would really help Texas out. Because then they could do however they want. They could go Jordan Montgomery game 1, Eovaldi game 2. They don't have to put Heaney out there until game 3.
Yep, exactly. And by the way, too, folks, the here in Arlington, where the game is being played today, that is where the 2024 All-Star game will be played this year, coming up.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be played here in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
So you're looking at the holders of the 2024 All-Star game. As this one is hit on the ground, knocked down, goes to second. No, he does not. He pumps fakes to second, goes to first, gets the out. 2 outs, runner on second base, and that'll bring up Henderson. I forgot Frazier just made the out.
Yeah.
Big time Jerry. What's going on, my guy?
Big time Jerry. What's up, baby?
Big time Jerry, the legend.
That was so
the
cool.
Legend, big time
meeting
Jerry.
him on the 23rd.
It was.
That was
really
nice.
was.
That was nice.
Kind of sucks that we have to wait all the way till
April 20th.
April 20th for really everything else. But you know what, man? Like I said before, these things happen for a reason. We're gonna have, Dane's gonna be able to get up here and all that. So everybody that was supposed to be there is gonna be there, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great time.
Oh yeah. I mean,
up line is a base hit the right field. That should be a run. The throw home from Adolis It is a run. It's a 6-1 ball game.
Life.
As Gunnar Henderson once again comes through, 2 for 3, hitting .455 in the postseason with an 1,227 OPS. Signs of life. And here comes Mike Maddox.
I mean, he's not going to pull Eovaldi here.
No. They're just having a quick mound visit. But look at that. Not a good pitch by Nate. Lucky there wasn't more damage done on that one.
Yeah. Hey, man, I mean, if there's one, it's a 6-1 game. I don't think it moves the needle much. I think Texas is well in control of this one. But what I will say is seeing Gunnar Henderson, continue to be a threat offensively.
Big.
Is, something you hang your hat on as a fan. Like, look, it gives you something to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
This kid's going to be a stud for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you one thing, as a Yankee fan, I'm not looking forward to having to deal with him for the foreseeable future.
He's gonna hit a lot of big homers at Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah, but as most things do go in Baltimore land, we probably only got to deal with him for those first 6 years of service.
Yeah,
time.
that's it. Then he'll be gone.
Or maybe 4 or 5 years, unless if they trade him, ahead of time and get a prospect call back. Sorry, Baltimore fans. I'm sorry. That's not fair. You're already.
Oh, they know. I mean, look. Their owner basically said it. Their owner basically said it midway through the season. Probably got to raise prices a lot to keep these guys. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, to come out in the middle of this season and say that is just wild.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anthony Garcia, my guy, as the 1-0 is fouled away, says, Pete, if you come to NY this winter, we should do another NYYU get-together at another place. That's actually possible. I'll be in New York towards the end of November. Actually.
You never know.
Have a meeting to try to figure out if we could get somebody to become the new Yankee manager, manager that you guys know I like. Got a meeting with him. Me and Francis will be there. We're going to try to convince a couple of people there.
We're going to make him
an offer they can't refuse.
We're going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
That's it. So
let's see what happens.
Maybe, Anthony. Maybe we could try to figure something out. That could work. That could potentially work.
Yeah. I'd love to get together with some of you guys again. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Get-togethers are always great. Why not? As the 1-2 is fouled away, count remains 1-2.
I got to take Joe to a bar, catch a football game one of these Sundays, man.
Yeah, definitely.
But as you guys know, Sundays it's a busy day for NYYU, so I'm gonna have to figure it out.
It is. There's a little show called Designated Spitters on Sundays.
A little shindig we have.
A little something. As that ball's fouled away.
You guys see the hat. You like the hat, right? Come on now.
That hat is fire. I got mine right up here. I got the navy one. I also got the beanie too. I got the beanie somewhere around here.
Oh, I gotta get the beanie.
My
game
fiance, she's
set up.
yelling at somebody right now. One of the kids fucked up.
I didn't realize he cut his face open. Was it the helmet?
He did, yeah. As the 1-2.
Oh, you're
fouled
wondering
away again.
If I heard you screaming up there, I did.
Yeah, I hear her screaming right now.
I heard you.
Somebody's getting it.
I don't know.
Oh, you're talking to your wife. I hear Jira screaming too.
My wife came. She's staring at me right now. She came down. She's like trying to mime to me. Like, did you hear me? Oh yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
Did they hear me?
Did the
No, we
fans
didn't hear
you? They didn't hear
No.
you, but I did.
I mean, I did feel like the hairs on my arm went up because anytime a Dominican woman gets mad, I get a little nervous.
I told P, I said, listen, she's screaming. I said, if you see me come out of the camera, just call 911. And yeah.
As that ball's fouled away. Or is that a fair ball? What are they looking at here?
Love you, wife.
I'm trying my best for Aria. I did it too.
It's 6.
Is that a fair?
6-1 Texas. Ooh, that looked like it was right on the line.
Oh, that's close. That's close. See this angle here. Oh, you can't really tell right there. So basically what happened anyway, folks, Adley Rutschman hit a ball right over the first baseman's head. They're saying it's a foul ball. It was very, very close. But it is indeed ruled a foul ball. So to be a runner on first, again, the 1-2
Yeah.
pitch is fouled away. Stays alive.
It's
They're working
foul.
Eovaldi now a
It's
lot.
foul. It was super close. Yeah, they're getting there.
Alviso says, call me crazy, but I think the O's make a comeback. Interesting.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. This inning, they have had the best at bats they've had all game against Eovaldi in this inning. But
Yep.
then again, they've had the best part of their lineup up to do so. So
As the 1-2 pickoff attempt, he's back. Ness says, be afraid. Chanclas might come at your head. Oh, I'm used to it. My reaction speed is getting very, very good because I'm used to it.
yeah, the chancletas. I mean, we call it baseball games. We see a lot of nasty curveballs, sliders. There's this new thing called a sweeper, but you ain't seen nothing yet until you've seen the breaking ball chancleta thrown at you. Let me tell you.
As he grounds out the second, that'll end the inning.
That really, that builds character. And I think that's a major reason
Builds
why
character.
a lot of us Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, we find success in baseball because we've been seeing breaking chancletas our whole life. That thing just
Could be
comes
that.
at you.
That could be that.
People like to talk about spin rate and all that. Let me tell you, get the spin rate on a chancleta for me. I want to know what the revolutions on that thing is.
I'll be right back. I got to get me a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, the big times or something. I'll be right
Go
back.
ahead, bro. Go ahead. Get caffeinated.
Little cup of coffee.
Cup of cough. Anyway, chat, talk to me. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those subbies up. We do have a goal, and you guys know the goal. Trying to eclipse 625, 19,625 tonight. But let's do it. Let's go big. Let's go home. Like the Orioles probably will. Unfortunately, sorry, Baltimore fans. Hey, good evening, Yankee Kyle. What's up? I didn't say what's up to you earlier. That's my bad. Hirsch. The Fishman will order chancletas once he hears spin rate. Yeah, Fishman, if you're watching, I'd be really interested in showing you the spin rate of one of my chancletas. You just sit across the table from me and I'll get you. You want to talk about tunneling pitches. I'll tunnel 3 chancletas right at your face. You won't know what's coming. Oh, man. What's up, Lois? Big time Jerry. Still in the building. I tell you. Yeah, I see you guys talking about the off season in there. Cracklenut says, never been hit by a chancla. Really? Really? Let me tell you, Cracklenuts. It's like I said before, it builds character. You want to, you want to work on your hand-eye coordination. Get a couple chanclas thrown at you. You'll learn on the fly pretty quick. See, Medina, he knows. He knows. He's from that era, baby. He's from that era. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I see some off-season talk. Somebody said, "What do you want?" Oh, big time Jerry said it. Do you want who you looking for on the off-season? Garcia said Yamamoto Soto. I like that. I feel like, guys, though, call me crazy, man, but I feel like, we're not wild as fans to be asking for, the whole enchilada this offseason. We had to sit there and endure one of the worst seasons that we've seen in a very long time. It's definitely the worst, Yankee season since 92. There's a lot of fans that weren't even born at that time. I think the average age of this chat, most of us were around, but, I'm talking about, the vast majority. So Yamamoto, Soto, there's, a couple, trade partners like Pete has been bringing up, Gorman, Donovan, maybe even a guy like Jamer Candelario could be in play. No Matt Chapman, please. No Matt Chapman, but yeah, Candelario, no. I'd entertain it. Why not?
I would. I agree. As Adolis is down in the count. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Oh, man, I had to have a cup of coffee in the big times because I don't know why, man. I've been running around like an animal today. This is my Aaron Boone cup, as everybody knows. There he is. Turn him around. Get that in there.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee, folks. I tell you.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Good old bottom five. Bottom five. You can have a roll this Chapman back. We don't want him. We don't want Chap. How far did I go? 418 feet his home run was.
Yeah, we're good. We're good on Chappie.
Yeah, no reason. No reason to have a little Chap, okay?
You guys should keep him. I think he looks good in the jersey. Just keep him down there. And if you guys don't want him, I think Houston should sign him. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah. Or
Hey,
Boston.
struck him out. All right, Kyle Gibson looking good out there. Looking all right. He looking all right. Baltimore now down by 5 runs. They need what they need is a big inning. They need like a 3-run inning. This is what they really need if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, 3-run inning makes it a 2-run ball game, and then then you got yourself a game.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Then
No
again,
doubt about it.
On the road, it's like we were saying, the difference between them tonight and Atlanta last night is that Atlanta was the home team down 4 runs, but
Yeah.
being on the road, and I'm just saying, like, the way Texas has played, it's hard for me to believe that they're gonna have their first loss of the postseason on their home field because they've just been so good.
Carter lines out, and there's 2 away.
Carter's been good.
Been awesome.
Yeah, Carter's been good.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
Absolutely awesome.
good for him. Good for him.
Look at Boch. Bochy looking to take this team to the
Tell ya.
ALCS. I can't believe it. After a year of this team being terrible, friggin' Bochy comes in and says, hey, man, I ain't coming here to lose.
Andrew says Chapman's going to be partying in Miami when he screws the Rangers over in the ALCS. I tell you one thing.
That would suck so bad, man.
Bochy, I don't see Bochy putting Chapman in the spot to do it.
I don't think so either.
I don't see him doing it.
I really don't. I don't think you're gonna see that.
Yeah, with all the history there, I think if it's a big moment and Altuve is anywhere near the batters coming up, I don't think Chapman's in the game, to be honest with you. And it's not a scared move. It's just that's a smart baseball move. It's too much history there.
I agree. Yep. As this one is hit in the air to center field, not deep. That is going to end the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Gibson doing his job here, shutting Texas down, trying to give Baltimore's offense a chance to pick up a victory or try to get back in this game. Lois says Italian woman use wooden spoons. Yes, right out the sauce.
Yeah.
Right out the sauce directly. And the funniest thing about my mother is now she'll act like it never happened. Yet I remember one time too, she took a thing of eggs and broke it, like literally just broke it right over my head. I forgot what I did, but she's like, come here, I want to talk to you real quick. She just grabbed the egg, it's like right over my head, the yolk dripping down my face. I was getting ready to go out too, so I had to go change.
It's nuts. Hirsch killed me. He said Jewish mothers just use guilt. Lots of guilt. They know it's all right. You don't love your mother.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I said,
No, go.
actually,
I
do
know
that
you
to
don't
my
love
mom
me.
now. So me and my dad talk a whole lot more on the phone than me and my mother do. But because of course, me and my dad were talking baseball just about every day. And
Makes sense.
when my mom, when I call her, I tell my dad, I say, hey dad, where's mom at? Let me talk to her real quick. She get on the phone, I go in to think you don't even know you got a son anymore, do you?
Oh man.
I said, man, if it wasn't for me calling you, you'd forget you have a son, don't you? What do you mean? Then she'll say this to me.
I don't like that kind of talk.
I mess with the moms too. I'm like the middle kid. I'm the oldest boy, but I got an older sister, a younger brother, younger sister. So everybody else has got like the titles. Like my older sister's the oldest, my brother's the baby boy, my other sister's the baby girl, and the baby overall. I was always kind of the middle kid, so I definitely throw some shots in there every time I see her. I'm just like, yeah.
My mother-in-law, now she loves me. I can't do no wrong. I can't do no wrong with Jira's mom. I can't do no wrong at all.
Isn't that nice? It's just
It's
nice.
a beautiful thing. It's
nice.
a beautiful thing.
Feels good.
It's amazing. Feels great. Feels amazing, actually. You're right. My mother, forget about it. And my mother would actually just tell me to go fuck myself. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here. Okay. All right, whatever.
Believe it or not, we were talking about the way that we speak yesterday, right? We were calling the other game Atlanta Phillies. I credit the way I speak to my mom, not even my father.
Me
my
too.
Father,
Me
my
too.
father's actually really
Me too.
mild-mannered or whatever. But
My mother,
mom
forget about it.
is the loose cannon. And that's where I got it from.
I remember my dad like so many times going, "You got a mouth like a sailor," to my mother, or a truck driver. I don't know why truck drivers or sailors got terrible mouths, but apparently they do. So that's that. Yeah, I've heard that many times.
My dad always, he just, I don't know where you learn these stuff, man. Where you learn these?
Why does he sound like Jack Black from Nacho Libre?
He said, "Why you talk like that?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Why I talk like what? What are you talking about?"
I fucking love that movie, man.
Like, I talk like your wife. He's like, "Yeah, but she's crazy."
She's crazy. My father always throws that one out there too. Yeah, she's a nut. What do you think she's doing? What's mom doing? She's in the room over there. Nut.
Nice play by
Doing?
Seager there.
Should be our shortstop, but we could play, like I said before, we could play that game all day.
Yeah, you know who made a hell of a play today and really kind of stunted a rally. Jeremy Pena fielded one that was headed straight towards the gap, sliding backhand stopped into a double play to end the inning.
Nice.
It was big. Yeah, it was big. Just it's good when you got a shortstop out there like that.
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at this one. Count as 1-1. 1 out. M Max says he's been slapped with a bacala before. Bacala is Spanish is with a bacalao, right? Bacalao, yeah. Let me tell you something, man. That is the Italian. If you have the 7 fishes, bacala is gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to make bacala, I know somebody before was like, "Why is the bacala so salty?" I said, "You didn't leave it in water. It's a fucking salt fish. You gotta leave it in water first."
Yeah.
As there's 2 away, you can't eat that shit immediately. It's covered in, it's completed in salt. You gotta leave it
literally
in water for a long time.
You can tell who knows how to make it and who doesn't right away. Because if you take that first bite and all you taste is the
Salt,
sodium express, they didn't soak that thing.
You're done. Forget about it. You
thing.
got blisters all over your mouth eating that shit.
Forget it.
Pop Simonetti come up. Let me tell you something. Pop Simonetti make some bacala, all right?
Yeah.
You can make some bacala, I'm telling you.
Good call, David. It was identical to Trey Turner's play. You're right. Right.
Oh, yeah, that Trey Turner play was filthy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pena's was a lot like that today. And like momentum-wise, it was pretty similar. Jira put the merch link.
Okay.
Put the merch link in the chat, just in case, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what kind of merch we're talking about.
Yep.
If you want to, get a good look
look at that. Hold on a second. Let me put this on here. Where is it at?
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Come on,
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Yep.
Oh, man.
That is true. My fiance is correct about that, as the 1-1 is hit on the ground softly, and that is going to be a very quick bounce back 1-2-3 inning for Nate, as we will go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-1 game. She said, the same way my mom loves me, her mom loves me, is the way that my dad loves her. Yeah, my dad forget about it with her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
her and my daughter Destiny. Forget about it. Them two, forget about it.
It goes like that. My parents are crazy about my wife. Like they definitely love her more than they love me. I'm sorry. If you hear this, mommy, I'm sorry, man. But I know I be saying it all the time. I mean, hey, listen. It's the truth.
I don't even know if my mother likes me, to be honest.
That's what I be saying. I'm like, look, man, y'all don't even really like me. Okay, so
I know
cool.
my dad.
Like, I know.
I know, and my dad makes probably the best calzone I've ate in my life. There's no denying that. My dad makes some, and my mom could bake. So I'm actually very happy that we're like an hour plus away, and I don't like to drive. Yeah. So I'm happy with that, because my mom she makes like fresh rolls all the time, cookies, cakes, all the time she's baking. And then my dad, shit, man, that calzone this dude makes, forget about it. Unreal.
Talking about baking, I had to get a black and white cookie from Artuso's today. I was craving it.
God, black and white cookie.
I got it sitting right there.
How that hasn't solved racism, I don't understand.
Right at the end of the game. It's that people don't know, Pete. They don't
That's
know.
what it is. I mean, come on, man. We got the
good for
cookie. We
them.
got the greatest cookie of all time. Black and
The
white.
greatest cookie of all time. It's got black next to the white, white
Yes.
next to the black. What do you
In
want?
the community. Together.
What do you want?
Hand in hand, damn it.
Come on. It's just like, you want to talk about racism. That cookie isn't racist.
Cookie's the least racist thing that ever existed.
You kidding me?
Can't have racism when they got black and white together on the same
Listen,
cookie.
whatever. If you ever see some racism being committed, just give them a cookie.
Give them a black and white
Give 'em a
cookie. Say,
black
hey,
and
look,
white
man.
cookie.
There was a
What's wrong with
time
you?
we've all loved each other.
Yeah.
This is it. It's on the cookie, damn it.
Listen, man. When that song,
Joseph, this is a community.
God damn it, this is a community. Oh man. Oh man.
I gotta read this because this is kind of funny because I know where M Mac is coming with this. He goes, not to go back in time, but I hated bacala growing up. My mom used to make me eat it, shove it in the pockets, and I wouldn't get caught. He would shove it in the pockets because he wouldn't want to eat it. Let me tell you something that's funny about that though. I got a little bit of a story regarding something like that. So one of the worst foods, in my opinion, that Italians and I even know Dominicans love, we call it tripe. You guys call it mondongo, which is the nastiest smelling fucking thing on planet Earth. And my mother, Italians, make it in the red sauce. Like you remember in The Sopranos when Richie Aprile brought it over and they didn't eat it or something like that. He got pissed.
Yeah, he got mad.
He got very mad. But my mother would cook this in the house, and the entire fucking house would smell like ass. Straight up ass. I'd be disgusted to even think of trying it. Never could try it. Hate it.
I actually
Might have been
love
a form of
mondongo.
it might have been a form of abuse while I was young, to be honest.
Hey man, if you were growing up in these days, for sure you could call that abuse. You
I'd
have
be
a full
talking to the
case.
school counselor the next morning.
Yep.
Why are you in such a bad mood? The tripe.
Tripe.
It was the tripe.
He forced it down my throat.
I don't like that kind of talk.
Oh, man.
I like
The 1-1 pitch to Nathaniel Lowe. Hit in the air to right field. It is 7-1. Forget that ball.
Oh boy.
That's a bomb.
Oh,
That is
brother.
a bomb.
Back 'em up.
7-1 Texas.
Hey, whoever's the pilot for Baltimore's team plane, you might want to get those engines running, okay? Just
Yeah, get it warmed.
start getting that thing warm.
Start warming it up.
Start getting that thing warm, because they're done.
And
They're
Max
done.
said I screamed at my grandmother one time, why do you have to ruin the sauce with that shit? And I got smacked. Oh, yeah, that's going to get your ass whooped.
I mean, you said shit to the grandma, to Nona.
Oh, you can't do
tell
that.
her. Come on,
Nah,
not to Nona.
you can't do that. You're going to get beat up.
Not to Nona.
You're going to get beat up.
It's just not a good 437, 108 off the bat of Nathaniel Lowe.
You know somebody in this house pulled one of these when he said that.
Oh! Oh!
It's funny because Italians do the O, right? And then like Dominicans is like when I was growing up, you knew you did some shit where you said something and one of the tios was like, ese muchacho. That's it. You done messed up now.
Those problems.
If you got the the chancla was coming. You just that's the crazy thing about the chancla. You ain't know what angle is coming from. And the
That thing
spin
can
rate
move.
on
It's
that.
like a frisbee. That shit can move
Yeah.
all over the place.
That's why that kid on Twitter is like so obsessed with spin rates and stuff like that. I think it's the chancla.
Let me tell you something. That kid on Twitter hasn't been hit with the chocolate enough. That's his problem. That's exactly what's wrong with him. That's exactly what's wrong with him. Is there's one away, 7-1 now, Texas. Pitch the Leotis. Oh, great play at first by Mountcastle. And there's 2 away.
What's up, Lucky? Talk to me. What do you mean?
Joe said that little weasel.
You want my black and white cookie? The one I just told the world about?
Oh, my God.
We're going to have to negotiate about that after this game.
This is a big moment.
Go have a seat down there. I said it too loud. The boy came. Now he knows
The black and white is in the house. Exactly. And this is the thing. See, this is the thing.
It's the problem.
Certain desserts or certain little sweets you cannot discuss with anybody.
Yeah.
It's a major mistake.
That was my flaw. Because now
I'll give you a reason, right? The other day, it might have been 2 days ago, as the count is 1-0 on Simeon, 2 outs, nobody on base. I'm going upstairs and I'm going, you know what would go really good? This is actually, matter of fact, it was Sunday because it said Monday I'm going to start my hard training again. I'm good. I'm going to eat right. As he flies out, that'll end the inning. Downstairs and I get ready to go up and I'm saying, man, ice cream sounds so good, but I know we don't have it. So now I'm like, do I DoorDash this? What do I do here? Destiny went out the day before. She had a little ice cream cup in the thing. She just takes it out and starts having it in front of me when I'm craving ice cream. So I told her, I said, hey, you're going to have to share that.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, but to her credit, she was like, okay. I was like, I mean, it wasn't really a question. I'm telling you that I'm about to grab a spoon and we're about to finish the rest of this ice cream together.
Yeah, rookie mistake,
Big rookie mistake. You don't do that.
When I was growing
Wait till
up,
the coast is clear, at least.
Exactly. When I was growing up and I had something in the fridge that I knew was coveted among my siblings and parents, I didn't bring that out in the daylight. I didn't bring it out in the daylight.
Like a vampire.
Yeah, literally.
Daylight can't touch it.
I waited. I stood on Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 till about 2 a.m., 2:30.
Nice.
And then when the coast was clear, I made my way to the cocina.
You make your move.
I opened up the fridge, and before I pulled it out the fridge, I still look around again because you never know. You never know.
You never know who's hiding around the corner
and stuff.
Bingo.
They saw you come in with the brown bag. They didn't know what was in it.
That's right.
You got to take one more look. Nobody's around. Then you take out the brown bag and you pull out the little tiramisu cup and all of that.
Oh,
you can't do that in front of the fam.
That is funny. So the one thing that people need to learn, or not, they don't need to learn, doesn't really matter. But Jira she don't share food. She don't share nothing. So she bags all her items. Anything that's hers in a bag. She'll even count shit. She's that bad. She'll count stuff. She'll be like, there's 18 of these. So in 2 weeks, there'll be 18. But here's a problem. And we all get mad at her about this. She'll get like one of her favorite candies, which is the Nestle Crunch. The little crunch things. And she'll leave that shit in there for a year. We're like, bro, when are you touching these? They're dead now.
It's not even good anymore.
They dust.
Oh man, nah. I feel it. I get it.
Have another sugar packet. Remember when George said that to the kid?
Yeah.
The kid was under the table. He goes, have another sugar packet.
Oh man, I feel Jiro on that because I do that a lot.
Hirsch.
I do that a lot now. I do that a lot now. Like I buy stuff. Like I'll get like a cereal that I like or whatever, and then like I'll leave it there, and 2 weeks go by, 3 weeks go by, and like the kids and my wife are like can we not eat it, like because it's been a month and like you haven't even had a bowl, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I have it there because I want it to be there for when I want it, and they're like, yeah, but like we want it now, so they outnumber me, and you know what? They try to bully me, but the thing is, I'm not Aaron Boone.
That's the point. Exactly. That's what I say. I'm not Booney. You're not gonna bully me into submission here. It ain't gonna happen. So just give up. Not doing it without doing it. All right.
You know how many times I thought about getting the little mini fridge, put a lock on it, so I could just have my own stuff.
I can't wait. I cannot wait till I can have a man cave. That thing is gonna be gorgeous.
Oh,
gorgeous.
Oh, forget it.
1-0 is a swing and a miss. Nate's still in the game, by the way. So here in the top of the 7th inning, 82 pitches only. As Nate's looking to go 7 strong, 1 earned run. He'll face Hayes, Mullins, and Westberg.
Yeah, I mean, you get 7 out of Nate here, you're pretty much set up, here.
Oh, Tyler Talbot says, I'm Italian and Puerto Rican, so he knows about the chancla and the wooden spoon. Damn.
Ooh,
that's a tough mix.
Yeah, that's a tough mix.
Imagine both of those at the same time. You dodging the spoon, get hit with the chancla. That's tough.
Yeah, Dominicans do that. They do the spoon too. The thing is, the spoons that we use is the metal one. You know,
yeah.
I know you've had a look at that spoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When you get that spoon, you're done bad. You're done really bad. There's no coming back. You know?
Everything's a reference for me, man. It's crazy. Now I'm thinking about fucking the Twilight Zone, the little kid that sends people to the cornfields.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You've been bad. You're thinking bad thoughts. I hated that little fuck. Oh, I couldn't stand that little kid.
Yeah, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone watching the Yankees this year.
Oh man, there's some things, man, that like I always say, man, I'll always have to relate to my father. The Twilight Zone being one, of course, the Yankees. That will never change.
Yeah,
but those two things more than anything, man. The Twilight Zone, watching those marathons when I was young.
You remember
year.
That?
Oh my
remember
God.
The marathons?
From morning to night. You just didn't stop.
Hear the little music on.
Throughout the house, all day.
Oh, man.
All day you're hearing it.
Yeah.
Ruben, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Ruben?
My guy,
bro.
Rube?
Do they even do marathons of anything anymore? Because like people aren't on TV channels for like a whole day. I don't think they do that.
He struck him out, and he's still pumping 97 up there right on the corner. Nate is filthy, man.
Guy is... He's juiced, man. He's
filthy,
ready.
Man.
He wants this.
You know what he is? He Uncle Filth is what he is.
Uncle Filth.
I can't wait to do that next year. Watch. Once I do it, he's gonna pop on the street and hear Will.
Well, 97, and then he dots a corner with 97 in the seventh.
You know what I mean? One hit in the air to left field, 2 away. Quickly 2 outs for Nate. Looking, man, he is doing his job, man. Nate Eovaldi is coming out here, shutting the O's down, looking to go maybe into the 8th. I mean, he got 87 pitches right now. You might be able to ride him out into the 8th, maybe.
I was just about to say that. You get out of this without 90.
Yeah.
You get out of this not even in the 90s. You can probably send him back out there for the 8th and see how deep he goes. Take it batter to batter.
I love hearing these. Elviso says, I remember in Dominican Republic, I told my mom I was going to my cousin's house, but I actually went to my friend's house. Then my mom came and hit me with a spoon and the chunk.
Yep. You see? Alviso, was it the metal spoon though? Or was she using the wooden spoon for something? Because, you know, we got the wooden spoon and we got the metal spoon. The metal spoon is when you knew you really fucked up. The wooden spoon.
But did the metal spoon come out of something hot, or was just straight up metal spoon?
It depends. It depends. Because like,
depends on the moment and the time. My mom would hit me with the fucking sauce still hot on the spoon, and it would go splash against the wall like blood.
Yeah, bro. You just see the splatter hit
like somebody got shot in the head.
Oh man, that's the craziest thing, man. A crime scene in a house like that would just be nuts because you would have detectives at the wall. Like, I think it's tomato sauce.
Yeah, I tell my mom. You know how many times I'll tell my mom? I said, Mom, she'll say, what is that up there? I said, it's tomato sauce on the ceiling. How the fuck you think it got up there? Never said the F. I've never cursed, by the way, in front of my parents. That's actually the truth to this day. Like, my dad hears me curse on him and tell me, go, Peter, why do you curse so much? I said, I was raised with you two. What do you expect?
Oh, man.
Thought I saw a little cutie behind home plate there. Okay.
They were showing Nate's family a little while ago.
Okay, Nate. Okay.
I mean, not for nothing. Just wondering if he's made his mom a grandmother yet, because... Oh, no disrespect. I'm just saying. She's
Mother Eovaldi? Mother Eovaldi looking good over there?
She's on the spectrum. I'm looking, Jerry. Let me stop.
What is Jira? I don't know what Jira is talking about, saying that I don't replace stuff. I replace everything. What are you talking about? I replace everything. I never take something of yours and don't the balls you got on you to say this to the public.
Big Time Jerry says they do Vegas, Sex in the City, another one. What are we talking about here, Jerry? Because we bouncing all around. I'm sure you're answering something I've said, but I don't know.
Maybe he's thinking of grandmothers because they're older now.
Hey.
it could be the Sex in the City girls are older now.
Maybe
they're doing one in Vegas.
The Golden Girls take Sex in the City. I'm all for it.
Here she is. When do I replace your shit?
She's here.
Always.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Always. Let me tell you something.
This round scheduled for one fall.
Make me a sandwich.
Oh, I'll make you a sandwich. There's vasito in it.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's going to get the spoon, Pete. Pete, she's going to get the spoon. I hope she gets the spoon and not the chancleta, guys.
Damn, if you just see something bounce off my head real quick and I just drop, just immediately call the ambulance for me. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Call the ambulance for me immediately. By the way, this is our house every single day. If nobody
Big Time
knew.
Jerry. Big Time Jerry was talking about the marathons. He says they do still do them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Interesting, bro. Yeah, because I had no
Big Time
idea.
Jerry.
I've been wondering if they still even do that because people don't watch TV the way people watch TV, but it's not the same.
Correct. Now you got all the streaming shit. You got this, you got that. Forget about it. Pitch number 98 coming up for Nate. This is all day, guys. We do this all day. Francis knows we go out, me and her argue when we out together.
Yeah.
I
Tons of
gotta,
fun.
every now and then I got to put her in a place. That's all. Hey, struck him out.
Tons of fun. And Nate wins the battle.
He does.
Nate wins the battle. But I tell you one thing Westbrook was able to do was get him into the upper 90s. So that could be it for Nate.
Oh, that's definitely it for him. Yeah, but
Yep.
what an absolutely stud performance.
Oh yeah.
From Nate in an elimination game for the opponent. They go 7 innings, 1 run, 5 hits. I think he had, how many Ks are we looking at? 7 strikeouts. Phenomenal performance.
Yeah. Yeah. Just elite stuff from a top of the rotation arm,
Phenomenal.
workhorse. That's all. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Can't.
What more could you ask for? You send your guy out there.
Can't.
So
Can't ask for anything else.
Congrats to him. Congrats to Texas. And what are we, 6 outs away?
6 outs away.
6
And
outs
Max
away.
says, imagine she walks in a room with a bacala.
Ooh.
I don't know where she getting that shit from.
Yeah, listen.
I don't know
It's
where she
over.
getting
It's
that.
over. If
As
she
DL Hall is coming in.
if she gets her hands on that. Now they're gonna bring him in? Look at this.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
Look
What
at
the frig are we
this.
doing here?
Hide.
Let's see where we at on those likes real quick.
Like records.
We are at 150, 50 away from 200. Smack it at likey, hitty the subby. Unfortunately, the Yankees sucked ass so bad because we were actually still breaking records. We broke our record this year, the most ever in a single game. Me, Mario, and Kev did 841. And then I think the day after it, or 2 days after it, I did 856. So those were both this year. And I think it was like right before the All-Star break, I want to say. Like in early or mid to maybe even late July, we were breaking records, and then the Yankees just sucked. They were just a terrible team, and everybody was like, I don't want to watch them no more.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I mean, in September they were truly ass. Once Dominguez got hurt, there was like, what are you gonna watch?
So basically, we have to break another record next season. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And you never know. Sometimes the World Series and the ALCS, a lot of those, you might have, 600, 700, 800 people in here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Italian man found with chancla in Virginia.
Oh, man. Italian man found with a chancleta embedded in his skull. Doctors are saying it was thrown almost certainly by a Dominican woman, young aged, couldn't be, in her 40s, had to be in her 30s. The spin rate was phenomenal. We actually have an expert coming in to analyze this. His name is Ryan Garcia.
I was about to say his name is Mike Fishman. Mike Fishman from the New York Yankees requesting they sign her to a long-term deal.
Yeah. Oh, wait. And what's this? Oh, we have word from the chocolate thrower. She is telling Fishman to go F himself. Oh, interesting. Guess the Yankees won't get their man. Oh, it's a woman.
Oh, man, I tell you, the spin rate was out of this world. Unbelievable spin rate. As here is Hall the face Seager, 2-0 count, 97 miles an hour upstairs, 2-0. Smacky to likey, hitty the subby. What a game. What a ball game.
What a game. What a series. Straight dominance from Texas.
Yep. Popped up the left field, and there's a one away.
Yeah, they showed Nate getting the high fives and the fist bump,
Yeah.
so his day's officially done.
And look who he's sitting right next to right now. That's Jacob DeGrom, who would have been awesome if he was really healthy.
Yeah.
So Jake DeGrom, then you have Jordan
Monty
Montgomery next to him.
next
I
to
forgot
him.
they got John Gray still too.
John Gray, Max
So
Scherzer.
they're showing it now. So potential in the ALCS, they're gonna have Scherzer back. So it'll be Scherzer, Eovaldi, Montgomery, and Gray.
Oh,
pretty
you
good.
gotta be shitting me. That's right. They do get Scherzer back.
Yeah, they'll get Scherzer back. So he's
Tell you one
healthy. If they
thing.
advance, he'll be on the roster.
Tell you one thing, don't be shocked if Scherzer looks phenomenal in this next series after having all that time off.
Be interesting.
Scherzer's like, he's one of those guys, he ramps it up and whatever, and then like as the usage starts to catch up to him, he starts getting blown up a little bit, but the injury put him on ice for a little while.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
he
is a
might,
base hit the left field for Garver.
He might look all right in that next series.
That's gonna be interesting to see how they really match up against Houston, because I know Houston beat them up in the regular season.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back against them.
Yeah. But this is I want to say this is a different Texas team than the one that we saw, throughout the season.
Yeah.
Throughout the season they let a lot of series get away. I feel like they play with their food a lot,
Yep.
The offense, at times they click, but it never really gelled like for a prolonged period. We're talking about 5 straight playoff games where these boys come to play.
Bingo.
Like up and down 1 through 9, home runs, extra base hits, moving guys over. They got a lot. I hope the Astros don't think like, they get past the Twins. They're facing that same team that they saw in the regular season, because
I hope they do think that, so they get trashed.
Yeah, they'd be in for a rude awakening.
Oh, there it is. A rude awakening now.
Yep.
I like to hear it. As the count is 0-2 on Adolis, runner on first base, 1 away pitch. Hey, struck him out. 98 on the corner. DL Hall, folks.
Yeah.
Kid got an absolute arm.
Great arm out of the bullpen, man. Great arm out of the bullpen. That's a great weapon.
I just wonder if they're gonna decide on leaving him in the pen, or they're gonna give him another chance to start, because this kid got phenomenal stuff. His only problem is the walks, but
yeah,
out of the pen, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad with the walks.
I think it depends on what they're able to do in the starting pitching market this offseason, which they're always limited because Baltimore doesn't spend money. So it's tough, right? Like I was, speaking earlier about the possibility of them going after a Yamamoto or whatever, but we know that that's not really plausible because Baltimore never really does that kind of thing. So
exactly,
you got to look for, even Nola. Nola's going to be out of their price range. So they got to be creative. But like you said, they have a deep farm, and, maybe the trade market is where they go. Yeah.
And they're going to have players that, obviously people are going to want. And no doubt about it. Guy like Jordan Westberg, who could be available, would be a top prospect on most teams. At least top 5. So they definitely have guys they can move. They got to Kowser's a guy they can move. Kerstead, however the hell you say his name, he's another guy you can move. So they have options of adding maybe even an elite starter if one becomes available via trade.
Let me ask you this: would you
Carter?
Because they always make it a thing, the interdivision trades.
Mm-hmm.
Would you entertain a trade with Baltimore for like a Clark Schmidt or even a Michael King?
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Definitely. If you get one of these good young players, if you could get a guy like Kowser, who's a lefty hitting outfielder, 100%.
I agree with you. I entertain it. I think Baltimore is probably a little more skittish to deal one of those guys
likely
to the Yankees. But I think the Yankees, that's the deal you got to do. Oh, Chapman getting ready. Why not? 6-run lead.
Yeah, let Chappie get ready.
What's the worst that can happen?
Why not?
We say that,
Give
and
me
then
Gunner. They ain't surrendering Gunner.
Yeah, no.
They could have Volpe as a throw-in if that's shit.
They're gonna keep Gunner for those 6 years of control, and then bid him a.
Here's the craziest thing for me, right? If I am the Orioles, no joke, Gunnar Henderson's a guy I'm looking to lock up right now.
Well, that's
if they were smart, I look to lock him long term, right? Let it buy all of his arbitration years and get a few additional. Even if you hold him until 28. You know, like a little longer than that, whatever it is. I don't know how old his age is right now. I can't imagine he's much older than 21, 22. But yeah, I would look to lock him in. I would look to lock him in long term. I guess with him being as good as he is right now, his agent would probably go, I don't know if that's the best thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with the Orioles, we know that they don't spend that money, but I think what bothers me also is that they lack the creativity to lock guys up long term.
Beautiful pitch.
The way the Braves do. Yeah.
Correct.
So it's like it's sad when you hear the owner come out and say, yeah, we're not going to be able to pay all these guys. It's like,
Horrible.
well, why don't we try and get creative and maybe pay them a little bit sooner so that it's not as bad? Like, you don't know if a said Mullins is not going to be interested in having a talk this offseason. Yeah, why not give it a shot?
Yep. Yeah, you gotta be more creative, and we're gonna have so much time still to discuss the Yankees offseason, and I think all that conversation is really gonna pick up in November, because that's when shit really pops off, right? Is November starts getting crazy. Of course, December you're gonna have the winter meetings, gonna have possible trades as Aroldis Chapman is coming in here in the 8th. But the it's gonna be. I wish I could look ahead to the future and get a sneak peek of what the Yankees lineup is. Forget the pitching. I just want to see how much change they make to one of the worst offenses in Major League Baseball. Because that's the way you got to look at it now. Not that it's been the same, or not that guys are where they are, whatever it is. I think you got to see the Yankees offense for what it was last year, this year, which was one of the worst offenses in Major League Baseball. How do you fix that?
24th in the league in OPS.
Yeah.
24th.
Yep. There you go.
That tells the full story to me.
Yep. You got to look at that and say, how do we fix this now? Like, and it's I don't want to hear the same bullshit that I'm already getting ready to hear. Guys are going to perform better, or this guy's healthy, or this the second year of this guy. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, they got to make significant changes.
Yeah. And again, I don't know if it's you can call it silly fandom, silly optimism, but I feel like one of the good things, if any, about the way that the Yankees played last season was it was so bad that it puts Hal in the position where he almost has to do something, because if not, it's not like you're going from 2022 to 2023 where it was like, okay, they made the ALCS, they got their asses handed to them by the Astros, but they made it to the ALCS again and whatever. No, this team was not even a wild card team.
Bingo.
They finished in 4th place. They hung out in last place for a substantial amount of time. This team was dog water, okay? Yeah. And you expect fans to buy tickets. You expect them to come out in droves. You expect them to buy jerseys and pay all the money once they get into the stadium. You got to sell them on something. And as much as Hal, is not that much of a baseball guy and more of a business guy, he has to understand that at least. Yep. So I feel like we'll get some form of a bone thrown to us as fans. It's just, will it be the right moves? That's what my question is. Will the moves that they make be the right ones?
It's going to be interesting. It really is. And like I said, I mean, I know there's some people who don't feel like pitching is the main thing the Yankees need to be looking for, but I'm sorry, I'm one to disagree. When you get a 25-year-old ace, I think you got to do whatever you can to get him. At the end of the day, it's about getting the best player that's available. And Yamamoto, to me, guys, you got to remember, too, Garrett Cole's not always going to be an ace. He's getting older. He could always be very competitive and good. He's not always going to be an ace, and he's not always going to give you the season he gave you last year. And eventually, you got to hope that a guy like Yamamoto could kind of fill that spot a bit.
Yeah, you can never have enough pitching, guys. I mean, I don't know how many times have you seen it? Like, good teams that, they're chugging along, and then, one pitcher gets injured, another guy misses a little bit of time, and everything comes crashing down. You can never have enough pitching. And you look at the playoffs so far. Yeah, we've seen some prolific offenses, but the backbone of that, the part that kind of goes unsung, is that starting pitching.
102-mile-an-hour strike 3 from Chapman.
Yeah.
One away. 102 gas to Mateo.
Mhm.
1 out. My God.
You noticed
it's
the
gonna
change
be
in his
very
windup
interesting,
this
man.
year, right?
He did. Yep.
The little pause, hitching the leg kick,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow he was able to generate that speed back up to
I think it's about the
100s.
torque. I think it's
Yeah.
about the torque. He's able to explode a little more
Yeah.
with the pause. And yeah, there he is again. I mean, back to 101 on the paint. That's a filthy pitch.
Yeah.
Here's Gunnar Henderson, who was 2 for 3 today. He's definitely been the best player this postseason for the Orioles. Not even close.
No, good for Chapman. But yeah, you can never have enough pitch. You can never have enough pitching. Never.
You can't have enough pitching, man. And
Never.
I get it. Like, we all know that. We're not stupid. We watch every damn game. We know that the Yankees need offense. But it's not like if you get Yamamoto, there's nobody out there. Free agency's not even that good. Everybody knows that. And there's a base hit again from Gunnar Henderson. 3 hits today. Kid doesn't stop.
Yep. That's
But,
what we'll be dealing with for the next 5 years.
Even like we talked about it, right? If the Yankees go out there and Bellinger is a miss, they don't get Bellinger. Maybe Candelario's a guy you really look at. But even if they missed out on him, who else is out there via free agency? Kiermaier? And you think like, is he the difference maker? No. Might as well keep Flo out there instead of spending money. So, you got to be creative via trade. And that's where Soto comes into talks. That's where all these guys from St. Louis, maybe there's other names out there that we're not even thinking about that could have been in conversations already that could come via trade. But there's got to be a few new faces on the offensive side of the ball for the Yankees if they're going to be really good next year.
For sure, man. And if if Bellinger's not the get, I understand. We said it when we did the roundtable. There's a lot of reason to have trepidation making that deal. Yep. Those bad seasons are right there in the rearview mirror. We can still see those numbers right there.
There's things to like, but there is things to worry about. As a pickoff attempt at first, back is Henderson, 2-0 count on Rutschman.
So, if they decide that, look, we don't want to commit 25 million a year to him, okay, I understand that. But then maybe that opens it up for you to go and make a move for a guy like Jeimer Candelario, where most people would say, well, why do you make that move? You got DJ, you got Glaber, you got Peraza, you got whatever. Well, we've been seeing something with DJ that's a little bit scary, right? Meaning that we see him on the other side of the incline.
Yep.
And Glaber Torres is a free agent after next season.
This one hit in the air to right field, and Texas is now 4 outs away from advancing to the ALCS.
So yeah, I mean, like I think a move like Candelario is not as is not something that you just write off as a Yankee fan. Candelario is great. I like what he's able to do with the bat. I like what he does defensively. And yeah, if you get a guy like Candelario, I think it does make it a lot easier for you to part ways with a guy like Glaber, who I've been on the record as saying I think this is the offseason. If you are going to move him, this is the offseason where you do it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And even the Soto's going to probably get a record-breaking arbitration figure, and that's even another reason why you could look the deal for him and maybe do a deal where his 2024 AAV would be down a little bit, and then he has just a longer-term deal starting the following season and higher annual value. But even if you did get him, I think it's actually smart to trade Glaber in that case and save that $15 million you'd have to spend on him for the year. Put it in your back pocket, and if you didn't give up Peraza in a deal like that, he's your guy. You got to ride with these guys for a little bit. They got to trust in another guy besides Volpe, and if it is Wells and Peraza, that's just what you got to do as he walks Santander in 4 pitches, first and second, 2 outs for Baltimore. They need a home run. They need a home run right here.
Yeah. And I tell you, I mean, and people bring up the Yamamoto thing and like how much he can cost and stuff like that. If you're creative enough, it's not going to be that crazy. Look, make no mistake about it. Yamamoto, I don't think he's going to touch anywhere near the 30 million a year average annual value number because he's coming over from Japan and stuff like that. But you can get creative enough, where it's not going to kill you. He's 25 years old. I think an opt out for him around age 30 is something that's intriguing for both sides in that deal, because
Makes sense.
him touching that market again at 30, if he's going to come over here and do what we expect him to, then he might want to be able to test that market at 30. And if you're the Yankees and he comes over here and does what he wants to, then you having that club option when he turns 30 that adds maybe another 5 years might not look that bad 5 years from now.
That's right.
But if he doesn't look good in the first 5 seasons, then maybe you don't exercise the club option and he does go into free agency. Like, get creative. All right. Yep. It's going to cost some money. You're not going to sign up for 20 mil. I think it's going to be definitely over 20, probably be, 23 something, which is a lot for a pitcher coming from Japan. I get it. But like you said,
that's where I see it, about 20, maybe even 24 highest.
Yeah.
As Mountcastle did not go around, count as 1-0. And as Hirsch says, I think Spencer Jones, Roderick Arias, Drew Thorpe, and Chase Hampton get a Soto. That's a phenomenal deal.
That's a lot.
Let me just say this, Hirsch. You're not wrong on that. But what I'm saying is, if I'm a Padres fan, I'm ecstatic about that deal. That's a hell of a trade to get. You're getting arguably our 2 top pitching prospects. Roderick Arias might have a higher ceiling than anybody in the organization. And Spencer Jones is on a lot of people ranked the number 1 prospect the Yankees have.
Yeah.
So that's a phenomenal deal. If the Yankees offer that and the Padres are like, nah, we're good, you just hang the phone and go, we're not getting Soto. Yeah. Because you can. What are you going to do?
I mean, you look at the parameter of the
Chapman looking to blow it.
He's pulling a Chapman here. You look at the parameter of a deal like that, and you say it's definitely a lot. They're getting back a lot. I don't know how, if you're Preller out there, you just look at that and say, yeah, that's not enough.
There's no way you can't
for 1 year of Soto,
bro.
When you compare it to what you gave up,
bases loaded for Aaron Hicks.
Against
Aaron Hicks is going to bat for O'Hearn against Aroldis Chapman. This is insane. How does it always lead back to the Yankees?
Always.
It always does.
Guys, this is why we call these games.
It's 100% why we call these games.
This is why we call these games, man, because there's Yankees
here comes
playing.
Bochy ain't even going to allow it. Bochy said, nah, fuck this. I look at Bochy. He said, nope. You ain't facing him. Bochy taking Chapman out, and look, that he's going straight to Leclerc. He is looking to finish this all. But if you guys remember, Leclerc is the guy that Hicks hit the homer off of. So it'll be a rematch with Jose Leclerc versus Aaron Hicks. Bases juiced. It is a 6-run game, so even a home run, the O's are still down by 2. But they could do some damage here, and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Boone would have left him in.
Yeah, no, but if you remember earlier in the game when we were talking about like having Chapman come in big moments like this in the next series, if it's going to be against the Stros, and I was like, I don't think Bochy even lets it get to that point. And look at him.
Yeah, Bochy's not playing around. Bochy knows, man. He's been there, done it.
He's got a 6-run lead here, where a grand slam only pulls them within 2 runs of tying the game, and he's still pulling Chapman because that's what
you're gonna see more and more of these older managers and quote unquote real baseball people come back in the game. It's bound to happen. More of these guys are going to be back in the game. No question.
Put it like this, Pete. If the ALCS and the NLCS is Houston versus Texas, and the NLCS
Atlanta
takes out to be Atlanta and Arizona.
Well, it doesn't even matter because Thompson's there too. So either one.
But this is what but think about it. You talk about Brian Snitker in Atlanta, Dusty Baker in Houston, and Bruce Bochy in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear you calculator nerds continue
same nonsense,
opening your traps with your nonsense, because the 3 of the 4 managers in the ALC will be guys who are old school actual baseball guys, because now I have to say actual baseball guys.
And the thing is too, what their response a lot of time will that be? Well, it's because they've listened to analytics or they've went along with analytics. Yeah. No, they funnel it. Yeah. They do a better job of separating what comes to my players and what's allowed in this clubhouse. And you want to know why everybody knows that? Sean Casey was brand new to the Yankees, and he was like, God, they have a lot of numbers here. Like, what is all this? Like, it's
a lot of
it's
information.
hitting. It's a lot of information. Like, you can't give guys all this. Like, they're trying to hit a baseball.
Too much information, and the timing in which they're doing it. We got freaking analytics people in our dugout during games. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And the thing that you have to think about when you have a manager like a Bruce Bochy or a Dusty Baker or a Brian Snitker is these guys, they're captains of the ship. They're captains of the ship.
100%.
They don't want another guy standing next to them when they're at the wheel.
Bingo.
It's like, look, I'm the captain. You can be the first mate. You can be a sit, whatever. But go to your post and work from your post. I do not need you standing here next to me at the wheel. And that's what I respect about them. That's what I respect about them.
100%. And again, with an organization like the New York Yankees, I know you want to move forward with the times and you want to maybe switch things up a little bit. I just think it's a big mistake not to get somebody that has a lot of experience. As there's a call strike, 1-1 on Hicks. Again, folks, the situation right now is top of the 8th inning, 7-1 Texas, but the bases are juiced thanks to Aroldis Chapman's walking problem. And it'll be Leclerc versus Hicks, as the 1-1 is swung on and missed, count as 1-2.
Yeah. That's why it's going to be interesting to see like who they go with, who's the bad cop that they go with for Boone's good cop, because whoever that is going to have their work cut out for them, reclaiming the Yankee dugout.
But the fact of the matter is that they even have to do that. You might as well just get rid of them. Get rid of the manager.
Yeah.
Pitch high, count as 2-2. You just get rid of the manager at that point.
I'm with you. But Hal has his reservations on going against Cashman and, whatever. But so it is what it is. We're saddled with this guy at least another year. But again, you look at these guys. I'm looking in the Texas dugout,
who just missed 3-2.
Even Baltimore's dugout for that matter, right? Brandon High, I look in that dugout. Baltimore's a very young team. You're talking about the heart and soul of this team is young prospects, with very high ceilings. And I can't find analytics people in that dugout. If they are in the dugout, they're masquerading as like baseball people.
And the thing is, too, Baltimore is one of the last teams to come around to analytics at all. They got tortured a couple of years ago, remember? Because they barely use it. And everybody's like, oh my God. Yeah. They barely use it. So it'll be interesting, man. That's the one thing I can say is that this Yankee offseason, it should not be boring. And if it is boring, there's going to be a lot of shit to talk about because a lot went wrong. Hit on the ground to first, flips to Leclerc. That'll do it. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-1 Texas. They got 3 outs away from sweeping and clipping the wings of the Baltimore Orioles.
Of the Baltimore Birdies.
Those were the days. Wow. Aaron Hicks couldn't get the job done. Nothing new there.
Surprise, surprise.
Nah, I'm not going to shit on Hicksy. Hicksy did a good job for Baltimore.
Yeah, congrats. Congrats to him.
As Nick said, though, that's the Hicks we know. Correct. That's right. That's right. Well, some of the players buy into the analytics big time. Brent Rooker was on Twitter, and somebody asked him what are the numbers he's looking at, and he went into numbers that I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, I know people aren't going to like this, but these are the numbers that I'm looking at. These are the ones I like. And I'm like, yeah, no wonder why that team sucks ass so bad.
I was gonna say, good for you. What has that done for you? Yeah. I mean, you have a bunch of. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I look into these numbers. I mean, me and you have had these conversations. I look at the numbers. I look at them. All right, but when I'm looking at expected weighted on base, like I don't care. Bullshit. I don't care what was expected. I want to know what happened.
What happened exactly?
This whole thing about no expected, the expected batting average on a ball hit with an exit velocity of whatever. Yeah, if you do the expected batting average based off of someone's exit velocity, somebody like Giancarlo Stanton is supposed to be one of the best players in the game, and we clearly know that that's not the case.
He's actually one of the worst.
So it's like you can't cherry pick what numbers you want to look at. A Brent Rooker, I'm sorry, buddy, but it doesn't work that way. Like, well, these are the numbers I look at. Why? Because those are the numbers that make you feel good about yourself? No, bro. Baseball is played between the lines. There's not a calculator in sight. Okay, I don't care how hard the person hit the ball. I don't care what the launch angle was. I don't care what his torque was, what his hip rotation looked like when he got his foot down. If the ball landed in a glove and he wasn't standing on the base at the end of the play,
doesn't really matter.
Other shit is pointless.
Yep. And that's why, and that's another reason why you hear guys like Aaron Judge talking about, I believe we're focusing on the wrong numbers.
The wrong numbers.
And that's what it is. And he's talking about it's even going from the minor leagues because, this is something where the Yankees did kind of get targeted a little bit by one of their former players in the minor leagues who basically just came out as like, yeah, these guys are, if you hit like you were talking about, if your expected batting average, you had a hard hit ball, they're looking at, that typically could be a hit. It's an out, bro. It did nothing for me. Nothing at all. So what are we doing here?
The ball that was hit today in the Twins game, I want to say, was it? No, it wasn't Correa. So it was the double play ball, got the Houston out of that jam with Christian Javier. I'm sure that because that ball was smoked and it was smoked literally up the gap just to the left of second base. I'm sure if you look at the expected batting average and the exit velo, all those numbers tell you that that's a great hit ball. That's a whatever.
Yeah.
It ended the inning though. It was an inning-ending double play. It killed a rally. Like, where's the numbers that tell you, like, yeah, that ball had all this or whatever, but it also killed the rally and pretty much sealed the deal on us for that game?
It's ridiculous.
And those numbers don't tell you that. So, it just, again, I'm with Judge 100%. I think they're looking at, they got all the numbers in the world. They're looking at the wrong ones.
That's exactly what it is. The count is now 1-2 on Jonah Heim. DL Hall still in the game, throwing absolute smoke as Baltimore is 3 away. 3 away.
Yeah. And I guess what I will say, I mean, now that it's winding down on Baltimore is, you look at a season like this, 100-win season.
Yep.
First division title.
Hit in the air to right field. Hold on a second. Going back. Catch is made right on the wall in front of the Big Bite Pizza sign by Santander. Almost had it. That's when you have that hard velocity. Just get the barrel on it.
Yeah, and it's going to travel.
Misses going out to right field. One away.
But yeah, I mean, what I was saying is they had a lot of they have a lot of things to hold their heads high about. There's a lot of youth on this team with very, very tons of potential. I think Brandon Hyde is the right guy. I would like to see him manage with a little more urgency when the clock turns to October, but there's a lot that they can build off, with this year, and they should still be proud. Baltimore fans should still be proud of their team and what they were able to accomplish this season.
Yep.
And if it hurts too bad, just open that ESPN app and go to MLB, go to standings and look at the AL East and just look at that team in fourth place. And
they got a lot more money than you do, and they're at the bottom of the barrel. So
if you want to mosey on over to Google and see what their team salary was this year, you can do that. And
count as 3-0 on low.
Tells a story.
Tells a big story, man. Tells a big story. Let me tell you that.
It's not a fairy tale.
Most wins in franchise history, 4th all time at 101 wins was the Baltimore Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I mean, hey, look, I mean, who in baseball has a better foundation than Baltimore? I mean, is there anybody? Is there anybody you can look at that's like, we got a young core?
I like
Arizona's. Arizona's up there.
I would say Arizona's up there, but
even, I mean, my God, you look around Baltimore, we haven't even seen Jackson Holiday yet. I mean, you got Gunnar Henderson playing the same position. He's probably going to move to third base. I mean, you got Jordan Westberg, who might not even be needed on the team. Then you got Kowser, who we haven't seen much of yet. There's so many guys in this system. A full year of Grayson Rodriguez. John Means is going to be healthy next year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff there. They just really need I feel like they need a veteran ace as he comes back and strikes him out 2 away. Good pitching by DL Hall. And DL Hall could be a guy that's maybe closing games or setting up.
Not to mention,
what's his name being out?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Bautista, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can see a guy like this closing games. He's Andrew Miller all over. I mean, you see a lot of Andrew Miller from the left side, kind of swinging a bit, big slider, very, very strong fastball. And again, another terrific outing as I don't know why, but he decides I'm going to the bullpen here to go to Cano with 2 outs, nobody on. Okay.
Who knows? At this point, he's just pressing buttons.
Yeah.
Listen, man, the plane is warmed up. The staircase is already open. They probably have the suitcases already on it.
They should try to get Snell. They're never going to pay Snell, what it's going to cost to go after him.
That's the issue.
I like Snell a lot. I was actually pushing hard for a trade of him. What was it? Maybe, I think his first year. It was last year. Not this year. Last year, I was pushing the Yankees to make a trade for him at the deadline. And, I could see Nestor in Baltimore. Like Francis said, hey, if there's ever a trade within the division, I'd be very open to a deal like that. That big left field could actually help Nestor potentially.
Didn't he spend some time in Baltimore already?
He did. He did spend some time in Baltimore, yeah.
It'd be interesting if they wanted to revisit that.
Baltimore, Seattle.
Yeah.
He spent some time, so. Yeah, I do remember people didn't want Snell. Oh my God, but he's terrible. And I'm like, you put that guy with Blake, and I think you put him on the Yankees, he might go on a run. His numbers always look better than what they actually were. And then this year he wins the Cy Young. So who knows, man? I just want to see the Yankees be very creative. I want to see multiple I want to be able to talk about this offseason and be like, damn, they made another move? You remember in 2009, right, when they got Nick Swisher? They traded for Nick Swisher. I think the day after it, or like 2 days after it, they signed Teixeira. And we're like, where the hell are these guys going to play? Because we also had Xavier Nady in right field at the time. So, and then Nick Swisher, obviously, it worked so friggin' well.
Teixeira was like around Christmas, right? Or Christmas.
Yeah, it was like right around Christmas, yeah.
I remember I couldn't believe it because it was like, I thought they were done.
He was a first baseman. They said Nick Swisher would be the first baseman.
They got Nick Swisher for first base. We already had CC. We had AJ Burnett. I was like, Nady
was in right.
I was like, we're like, I was like, we look good. And then boom, Christmas, Teixeira too. I was like, wow, man, we are about to really freaking do this thing. Like, I haven't felt like, that's why I keep saying I haven't felt like that in all season in a long time. But there's been some okay, like, okay ones. There's been some big moments, don't get me wrong. Like, landing Garrett Cole, finally getting that guy. And, at the time, people might think it's crazy, but at the time, the Stanton trade was, something that was exciting, for us fans. But we haven't had like that one off season where it's just like a fuck you to the whole league. Like, yeah, that's like this is the evil empire, buddy. Like,
yeah.
If they're out there to be had, we're gonna have them. Like, we haven't had that in a long time.
I wanna see that so bad this off season. And people always go, yeah, but it's Cashman, yeah, but it's Boone. Guys, I'll be the first person jumping up and down if they win with those guys. Whether I like them or not, I want them to win. I want them to win. Do I think Cashman is the right GM? No. Do I think Boone is the right manager? Hell no, not even close.
Yeah.
But Francis said something a while ago, might have been last year, is that when it's hit on the ground softly, fires over, will not get him. That's an infield single for Young. You said something that they'll have to win in spite of Boone. And that is getting a lot of players on this team, kind of like the 2009 team. A mop could have, they probably could have won with a mop that team or just went out every day and played.
That's how good they were.
And that's what I feel like they almost got to get back to. And that's a tough ask because they're not the 2009 Yankees. They don't have that lineup. The 2009 Yankees didn't have to go out there and add 4 people. You can make an argument the Yankees need to add a left fielder, an infielder, a center fielder. And you could look at catcher and first base also potentially. Yeah. If you really wanted to.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of openings potentially for the Yanks.
Yeah. I look at the way I look at it, it's interesting because it's like I feel like as fans, like we're not really even asking for much.
Yeah.
I mean, last year you went into the season without a starting left fielder. That like it's too much to ask to have an actual left fielder.
Tavares flies out. That will end the inning. Baltimore getting their last 3 ABs.
Let's see. But yeah, I feel like I feel like they need a left fielder. I feel like
Closer?
they could do with another infielder. I feel like they do. We need an actual closer. Clay Holmes he's not that guy, pal. Yeah, I mean, there's could they get another starter? You bet your ass they can. And I feel like as lean as the market is, though, there are options.
Yep.
For that, right? Like,
yep.
There's outfielders, right, via trade, or if you go the Cody Bellinger route, there is Jamer Candelario out there if that's who you're looking at for infield. There is also options out there if you want to make an infield trade. There's probably people out there who would do a Glaber trade for an infielder, like MLB ready for MLB ready type deal there. And then, Yamamoto's out there for starting pitching. I mean, there are guys out there.
Yep.
Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy by no stretch of the imagination. But so what? It's the Yankees. Like, since when did we have to worry as Yankee fans about the competition? Like,
yep.
When we wanted a guy, we got him. Now we have to hear like, oh, but the Dodgers and Boston and Steve Cohen, he's a billionaire. Oh, okay. I mean, Hal's not a billionaire? Like,
it's ridiculous. And I'm even just sitting here real quick, just pulling up the available players that are for spring, for not spring, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying, for free agency. And there really isn't much. There really isn't much out there that you look at and go, there's a shit ton the Yankees can do. There's obviously players and there's real possibilities, but you don't look at much and go, okay, I mean, this is going to greatly improve our club.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to even find, like, is there a couple of sleepers? Max Kepler is going to be a free agent.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a club option for $10 million. I don't know if they picked that up. Jerickson Profar again is going to be a free agent. I mean, there's not many names unless you like guys like a Max Muncy, who's kind of more of the same, which I think the Yankees kind of got to get away from.
Yeah. I think Kepler, the Minnesota picks up the option. It makes sense for them to just ride that one out.
Mm-hmm. Tony Kemp.
Not interested.
Oh man. There's just really not that much. I mean, guys like Robbie Grossman already, Javi Baez, ain't nobody interested.
Yeah.
Jock Peterson, Michael Conforto.
I
mean,
too hard nose for me.
I agree. As here we go. First pitch is fouled away. It'll be Leclerc versus Hayes, Mullins, and Westberg as the Texas Rangers and Bruce Bochy are 3 outs away from the ALCS.
The American League Championship Series.
Wow.
When was the last time?
4 out and then 4 wins away from a pennant.
Imagine that.
Can you imagine if they won it all? That would be friggin' wild. Bochy just comes back and adds another ring.
I feel like they got the pieces to do it.
They do.
Only thing that ever really worries me about them is the pen. But if the offense continues to put them in this position,
1 away.
Yeah, 2 more, 2 to go.
Hayes pops up, 2 outs away, and Bochy trying to hide that smile because the game's not over yet. But he's hiding that smile. He wants to look at him. Look at this guy. Yeah. Look at Boch. You get old, man. Those ears start getting bigger for some reason.
Yeah, because they say the ears and the nose never stop growing.
Shit. And I'm fucked then because I got a big nose already. By the time I'm 60, forget about it.
Yeah. Nah, man, this Rangers team has been
ground
through
of
it.
the second, 2 outs.
Just like that, 2 away, quick.
Yep. 2 quick outs, not even a fight as of right now. And that'll bring up the young man, Jordan Westberg, could potentially be the last out of Baltimore season. As this could be it. Yep, they're going to be popping the champagne bottles as they go into the ALCS, and rightfully so. They should. They should be
big
very, very proud of themselves. Big celebration
in Texas tonight for sure. Yeah, I mean, they worked hard, man. Like I said before, that this season was not easy for them. It had its ups and downs. There was, interesting comments, time where they said, oh, the division's ours to lose, and they had to battle back and stuff like that. It wasn't easy by any stretch. It wasn't easy for them, and they deserve it because they put the work in.
And the count is 0-2. We got Falcons fan forever says, hi, I just saw you guys on live, and I wanted to come and put my opinion. Tough loss for the Orioles fans. I'm glad my Braves won against the Phillies and tied the series. Well, Falcons fan forever. If you are a fan of the Braves, we'll be calling that game tomorrow at 5. So hang out with us. Thank you for subbing. And he struck him out. We are the Texas Rangers are indeed headed to the American League Championship Series. I know I'm a Yankee fan, so it's easier to say. But Baltimore fans, I wouldn't hang your head too much. Your team will be right back in the swing of things next year. And what I would do if I was an Orioles fan is I would look to hold the organization a bit accountable of knowing that this team can greatly improve very, very quickly. You guys have the Rookie of the Year, a ton of young talent. Unfortunately, your closer is going to be out next year, but you still got Cano. You still see DL Hall today, how good he looks. So there's some things to look forward to. But I would say keep the chin up and hold that organization accountable and hope they add a little more veteran leadership to this ball club.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They look, man, like I was just saying, they deserve it. Yeah, this is what hard work gets you. This is what big off seasons get you. You remember not too long ago, there was a huge market with the shortstops, dominating, and Texas, they threw their hat in the ring in a very big way, and they ended up landing both Corey Seager and Marcus Semien. And then they followed that up by grabbing DeGrom a year later. And, maybe the DeGrom thing didn't work out for them. But one thing it does show is that they were serious about going for it. And, this is what happens when the front office is really serious about putting together a winner and you put the right people in the right places. Bruce Bochy, proven winner, been there, done that. Traditionalist, knows the game like the back of his hand, has feel for the game, never seems, to make a move that's just out of touch or crazy. And they got a good group, man. We're looking at a team that can really go all the way this year.
And now that looking at the lineup, and I'll just this is a Yankee channel, so we always bring it back to the New York Yankees, right? And, looking at their lineup right here, the top two guys on the team, on the lineup, are the two guys Francis said they signed long-term because they got to be the veterans that put up the big numbers that get the team going, right? But then you look at all the guys that they've had that are from their system.
Yeah.
Adolis Garcia, I believe, is from their system. I don't know if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
Evan Carter.
He was a rookie with them.
He was a rookie, right? So Adolis Garcia, Evan Carter, Jonah Heim, Nate Lowe, Josh Young, and I'm not sure about Leody Taveras, but I think he is too, actually.
Leody's one of their guys.
Leody's one of their guys, right?
I can vouch
so,
for
guys,
that.
look at that. Look at that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all their organization, but they supplemented them with 2 elite free agent bats that can get everything going. This is what we talk about with the Yankees. You can have the youth in there that's cost effective and have those guys grow. But adding somebody else would judge because unfortunately for the Yankees, what's his name isn't. Stanton's not that guy.
No.
So a Soto or somebody like that is what you need. And Tyler says Garcia was a trade from the Cardinals. Even so, take him away. Take him away. You still got 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 that are all from their system. Even if it's 3 of those guys, even if it's 3 of them, it doesn't need to be all of them. If it's 3 strong guys from your system and you built around those guys, that's the way you get it done. And that's how it's supposed to be done. You can't just sit back and go, Anthony Volpe is going to be the difference. No. Oswald Peraza is going to be. No, you need to have the veterans in there that know how to do it. So, again, congratulations to the Texas Rangers. They are going to the ALCS, and as of right now, it looks like it will be an all-Texas ALCS with the Houston Astros, the defending World Series champions, looking to make it their 7th straight ALCS. And we'll see if Texas, the Rangers could take them down. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, early take there. I'm not gonna, I wait till we get the series and we're actually sitting there calling games. But what I will say is, don't count this team out. Astros definitely have the playoff pedigree, the championship pedigree. They've been there, and that does count for something. But they got a man in that dugout. They got a man in that dugout in Bruce Bochy, who is every bit as experienced as anybody else left in the field in the postseason right now. And yeah, the team itself may not have been there and done it, but Eovaldi's done it. You know what I'm saying? You got Corey Seager, who's done it. You got Bruce Bochy, who's done. You got a lot of guys who have that pedigree. Maybe not with this team, but they have the right number of guys in there who have been there. So, if you're Houston, you cannot take this team lightly, regardless of what happened in the regular season. They're in for a fight in that championship series, and we're in for a treat because, like Pete always says, series. we don't have a dog in the race. So
no, we just get to sit back, watch, and enjoy ourselves. So
yes, sir.
With that being said, guys, game tomorrow is 5 p.m. I'll be calling that Braves at Phillies tomorrow. That is a huge game 3 in that series. Nothing left for me to say besides, hey, keep watching NYYU. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, hit that subby, hit the like bump before you go, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace, baby.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, it's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text from way down.